All right. They are going to be able to hear you. At least, I think, if I computed right.
Oh my god, my SpongeBob icon.
Hi from San Diego.
Well,
San
almost.
Diego. Are you from San Diego?
No, I don't know. I'm not from San Diego.
You're from like Tennessee.
I'm from Ohio.
Even
Purgatory
worse.
of fucking USA.
Is it that bad over there?
It's just not. Ohio is just probably the most boring state you could possibly live in.
Why do I feel like I said that to you? It's the purgatory of
And-
America.
And there's not. Yeah, somebody said it. There's also the meme of Ohio that there's no other parts of the world but Ohio. Ohio is the only place that exists.
I feel like it's always slipping everybody's radar.
Yep, it's
I tend to forget about it.
it's cornfields, factories, and some pretty big cities. We got a couple big cities.
Harsh winters.
Cincinnati's good. Cincinnati's a good city. Well, our weather's fucked too because I'm in a valley, so we've got crazy weather here. It's hot, muggy. It's one day, cold the next day.
That looks right. Right, chat? That's fine? Does that look good? Does that look good?
Oh, they can
your
hear us
screen?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that.
No, it looks slick. That looks really good. Can't see your cool logo anymore.
You can in the very bottom.
It looks
Fine.
good.
You can see the light little
Chat.
arrow in the bottom.
You guys can hear the cars outside, right? Passing by the window.
Loud as fuck.
Is it really?
Dude, it's
Yeah,
so
it's
Okay, okay,
insane.
good.
Oh yeah, man.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Like oh.
I hear no cars.
Okay, I need to pull up the PDF again.
Yo, bud.
What?
You need to get the 7 BTTV emotes, man.
The what?
Are any of your mods in the chat?
Yeah, probably.
Do you
Falcor?
trust them?
Yeah, he has full access to everything.
Okay, okay. Falcor, get this man 7 TTV emotes.
What the fuck is 7TT emotes?
Okay, you see how I wrote easy right there?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of my chat. Okay,
right.
show you how much cooler it is.
He's probably honestly sent me the information to do this.
Click on that.
I see that
Okay.
emote. All you gotta do is
Is that
So there's
I think I
emotes
have
all
those
over the
active
world
on mine.
now that everybody uses. It's 7TV. Like it's one of those things. You know how you just click and it authorizes whenever you connect your Twitch account,
right?
and then your mod just handles it and just adds all the emotes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had
See
no
that
idea
dance?
was a
I
thing.
have that.
See, there's an alien dancing, but you can't see it.
I've seen like names, like shit like that, alien dance, and I'm like, what the fuck are these people talking about?
Falcor, get it for him. Hook this man up.
I don't know how you don't have that already.
Oh, cool.
I'm fucking barely know how to stream.
Man, Lenny's got it too, bro. Like you're slacking.
yeah, even Lenny's got it.
Even
I had it. I
Tully
think I had it
and-
before
and
Tully.
Sin's got it too.
No, you.
I have it. Yeah, I know I have.
Sin
I got the
100%
better
has it.
TV.
Sin's up to date with all the newest
I'm
Sins.
up to
I'm
date.
doing it. I'm doing it. Okay, I'm doing it.
You don't got to do it now. Just have
It's
Falcor
alright,
handle it.
I'm
Can you
already
scoot down a little bit?
accepting it.
Falcor, hook this man up, okay?
Is it done? Did I do it? Is that it?
I don't know. You'll have to like figure it out tomorrow.
Oh, I have to add all of these now?
He'll
You just
do
have
it.
to
Don't worry about
select
it.
Ones that
He'll
you
do
wanna
it.
Add. Yeah.
He'll do it.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the podcast.
It doesn't. And the cool
Live
thing
from
is,
San
like,
Diego.
a viewer of mine did all mine. So if it's someone in your community you trust, not like Sheppy, someone you actually trust, then they can do it for you. Peppo, you're louder than everybody else. Fuck. Okay.
There's been a lot of people that have been like that I feel like I could trust. Falcor has literally made me a streamer. Like, he uploads my VODs to YouTube, dude. He sends me everything to do like the Nightbot stuff. He's fucking goated. I couldn't ask for a better fucking mod.
Wait, can you do me a favor? Can you click on my name and lower my volume? I'm coming through too loud, apparently.
I'm gonna boost
Or
it.
if we're coming too quiet. I don't know.
This is one of the things. Remember how I put in the PDF on the first thing?
We were supposed to do this before.
I literally put, we'll hop in 10 minutes prior to get sound levels. And we just talked about random shit. Oh, wait, I could do it from here, right? I could do it from this thingy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, look, I'm fucking DJ fucking Khaled in this bitch. All right, talk.
Testing. Like, go halfway, because I got a loud ass fucking voice.
But you're coming in quiet on my end.
All right.
Everybody sounds perfect to me.
Okay.
Thanks,
But-
man.
It's not.
I probably
my-
have some people. I think I have everyone lowered, actually, because sometimes my computer wants to, or my headphones want to be insanely loud, and sometimes they want to be quiet. So I'm constantly boosting Discord stuff. Well, that's
can't
a
hear
lie
any of
because he could hear me through the fucking walls. That's my roommate.
Mm,
All right. So we're here today to tell you how to fucking RP. I think.
is that what we're doing?
No.
We just know so much.
We're pretty much the goats when it comes to that roleplay thing people talk about. And if you want to know anything, just come to us. We got you. See, I still see Peppo coffee. I don't see the coffee cup that's supposed to be there, I think.
You gotta refresh it.
Even there, be you down pog, one of my own emotes, I don't see that. Why is that?
No,
a
I don't
fucking-
see that
I don't even
either.
see
They're
that.
trolling you, bro. I don't see those either. They're trolling.
Okay, all
I
right.
just typed it wrong.
Yeah, no, I don't see those either.
I
They're
did it.
trolling.
The fuck? It's supposed to be working now.
Oh, it might be Bud Pog, maybe. Bud Pog? I don't care. Do what you want in chat. We are role players. We do role play. Most of you probably know us from role play. So we're gonna give our sides of what we think certain certain things happen in role play and how to adapt to changes that happen so suddenly. And what the kids called improv. We got some questions lined up. We will be getting some questions from chat, and then at the end of it, we're going to react to some clips, but we're going to try to keep this thing structured. This is the first one, so it's definitely not going to be structured, but we're going to at least attempt it. So I think what we're going to do, you guys, the fellow RPers,
I'm ready to do the things.
is the way it's linked up is the way we answer the questions. So it'll be I'll answer, then Peppo, Lenny, then Tully. So it just goes in the line.
Sully's
Yeah,
last.
I like that.
Yeah, that way he has the most time.
He has
to
the
think of
most time to
answer.
think about his answers.
Exactly. Okay. As well as we're gonna try to collect your guys' questions, but at the end of it, we're each gonna pick a question that you guys put in chat to answer. And I would wait to do it until you hear the questions we have, because there are 5 that we already have. But yeah. So we're gonna go with the first one, and it's how did you first get involved? These are questions more about the role player than role play itself.
Wait, are
but
we introducing ourselves?
Oh yeah, that's probably a thing. Good job. Yes.
Sorry, keeping to the structure.
Go on.
Let's do a roll call.
Roll call.
Yeah.
I'm Bud, formerly known as B3U Doan. I think that's what everyone said instead of BU down. But yeah. Next.
Aren't you supposed to introduce your character
What
as well?
character?
I'm Zip. Quill from Wild RP and rant for 12 minutes. Peppo?
Yes, my name is Peppo, and I stream roleplay on Jack Kettleman and other characters as well. And I'm really happy to be here.
Not on Jack Edelman.
My name is Lenny. I play Millie.
Sin.
You go. You go, Tully.
No, you. What the fuck? It's your turn.
What?
You go.
Sin, it's your turn. We have structure.
Structure.
Okay, well, hi, my name is Marshall Mathers, and I'm an
Okay.
alcoholic.
I think he's
And if you come into my stream, I'm gonna fucking steal your wallet. All right, what's going on, chat? I'm SolidSinn. You guys know this. I'm playing Chet Wicker right now. The revival, the son of Jed Wicker.
And I'm Tully. I play Bud, and I like to drink beer. Back to you, Bud, the other Bud.
Is that it, Lenny? Did I miss anything else?
No, that was excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Fuck. We're not gonna stay structured at all.
Structure, you got this. Just
We're
you
doing
know,
so good.
Okay.
so far.
You got
we're-
this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we got this.
Questions number 1.
Yes. How about you, host? You know
Sure.
more about. Perfect. Yes. Yes.
Lenny stays on track. She's
Can I
definitely.
just,
This
can
is
I
why
just
she gets
stop?
typecast.
I gotta make an announcement.
I
Chat,
do.
How do I move her up?
I want you to know, chat. You know, most podcasts are not structured, and people just get on, don't know what to do. There is a whole PDF that they sent to all of us. There's questions, there's rules. This shit is organized behind the scenes. I'm telling you.
It really is.
It's the first
Organism.
one. It's the first one.
Yeah. Apparently, Bud is having a real hard time following a PDF, so I guess I can take it over if you would like.
To be fair, I will be honest here. I am changing the title on the stream to podcast and stuff like that. So I'm like, it's my fault. This is my fault. I'm going off book.
So it's okay if we go off a little bit of structure. That's what makes it a good podcast. If you
Well, of
have a
course.
structure and then you go off of it, right?
Mhm.
Correct.
I think I just want to point out that this isn't the first time Lenny has RP'd as a telegram haver and bank.
That's true. I am Dr. Thine's assistant as well. So as Tully was saying, I definitely get typecasted.
Bookkeeping.
Yeah.
She's a bookkeeper.
How much money is in the account?
That actually does it. That was probably one of my favorite things in RP was when Adelaide and I told Dr. Thine that we were taking all the money.
Oh my god.
But anyways, let's go back to how we all first got involved with RP and what drew you to RP.
Are we going like now that you're in charge, you're on the top, or do I answer and we?
Bud,
stay
you go.
structured?
You
Okay,
stay
okay,
structured.
alright,
Go ahead.
alright. Hold on, let me pull up the PDF because so I watched I watched stream. I got into when I broke my ankle to Twitch. I'd never heard of it before, and the poppin' thing was GTA RP, a game that I played a lot. Just didn't know there was a RP community. And then my roommate, who's in chat, Jay Ruin, he told me, "Hey, I know you've been watching like RP channels. There's a DayZ RP server, and
Oh my
you
God.
should try it." Because at this point, me and Jay Ruin probably put like 3,000 or 4,000 hours in DayZ. We played it all the time. And yeah, so I got into that, and then Wicked Phoenix, who owned the RP server, who plays Isaac Quill, and he now plays Whitefeather. It was his server that we were playing on, and I got to know him, and I reconnected with him after a few months, and he was like, "Yeah, I started Red Dead, which was also one of my favorite games." And well, we're here. There's a lot of drama in between those things, but yeah, that's how I got into RP. Peppo?
Yeah, so I started doing art on Twitch. I was just sitting there drawing and painting, and I kind of drew my arm into to a point where I really hurt it really bad, and I couldn't even hold a pencil at one point. I just overworked it. So now I'm stuck. I'm like, fuck. I got a community of people here. They're showing up every day. I got nothing. I gotta give them something to watch and entertain them. So I started like reading books on stream, stuff that I'm interested in. And then someone in chat was like, "You should role play. You should role play." His name was Beardshire. It's like this
Shit.
7-foot Viking looking dude who is an archaeologist in any case, he hasn't been around in a long time. He kept persisting, like, you got RP, you got RP. So then I got onto, I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I mean, what is there to lose? Hopped on GTA and kind of just caught the bug. And it's kind of been history since. That was like 5-6 years ago.
Linny?
Well, I played a fair share of D&D, and then I was on a little game called VR Chat, and that's how I kind of first got into the roleplay scene. I was in kind of a roleplay community there, and then I met Tully, and Tully introduced me to Redem, and so I applied to spend more time with Sin and Tully and roleplay on there. And that's kind of how I got my footing in this community.
Then she
Sin?
got robbed.
She got robbed. All right.
Sin.
I'm supposing it is my turn now. Yeah.
Yep.
My go. So I started watching RP sort of like Bud did back in, I think it was like 2016, really. And yeah, I watched the same stuff. I watched many of you know this name, Mr. Moon. I'm sure there's many Moon children here, Moon RP children. I started watching his DayZ stuff, but I didn't actually watch him stream that. What I ran into that made me want to get into it the most was the GTA, the SOE days. I don't even know, State of Emergency. If anybody knows what that is, that's like the old school with like Anthony Z and a bunch of those people. It's where they all came from, and I thought, after watching him for months, it was like, oh, let's apply to get in these servers. Let's, it was like impossible. It was like the hottest fucking thing to do in GTA. What some of these servers were, and so I ended up getting on just random servers. GTA actually made a pretty good fucking role play environment for a bunch of people on the server. It was amazing. That's where I met Tully. But yeah, we did that for a little while, and as soon as Red Dead came out, it's been Red Dead ever since. It's too good.
Is my
Tully.
turn now?
Tully,
Okay.
go.
Well, I also watched Twitch. You know, I was a big fan of the roleplay scene. And growing up, I would always like play a game like I was actually in it. Like if I got hurt, I'd be like, ah, just fucking screaming my head off at games. And I was always interested in the idea of people acting out something in a game. So when I found this whole community on Twitch, I was like, I have to be a part of this. So I got in the Arma 3 No Pixel server, and I thought it was the funnest thing in the world. And moving on from that, I went to GTA where I met Sin, then Wild RP, and I don't know. There's nothing like it. It's great.
I also used to role play as a child, Tully. That's the best. The big imagination.
I played Joust. I was playing Joust on the Atari with one of my cousins, I think, and they would always get mad at me because I would just be flapping around like, we have to fly, we have to stay there.
Don't you forget your VR chat days too, Tully.
I didn't
skipped over VR chat completely.
Yeah,
always
he did.
I have so much more history to say.
It's
I would
almost
come
as
into
if
VR chat.
ashamed.
I am
I would-
ashamed.
I would come into VR chat and Tully would cringe because I would just come in there and RP. Like, no, stop that. Don't do that.
You want to know what's funny, real quick? Bringing up Mr. Moon again. Oh hey Liam, showed me Mr. Moon for the first time, and it was the 2 Life with Verts, and dude,
oh my
I was
gosh,
dying laughing. That was
this is the craziest shit.
that was like when we got into WoW, because the first character Zip technically met was Mr. Moon, was Tommy Two Snakes and Valentine.
Holy
And
shit!
I
man.
didn't have anything figured out, dude. My TeamSpeak was acting all weird. It was using my headset mic, even though it wasn't set to default, dude. So I just ran away when Tommy talked to me. And I didn't get on for like a month, like over a month. And then that's when Oh Hey Liam showed me who he was and showed me that it was good that I ran with the shitty mic, because Moon had a lot of people watching.
Yeah, I love Mr. Moon.
But yeah, does anyone have anything else to say? Maybe you felt like you forgot to mention a roleplay experience.
Peppo, what was your first character? Was it Renee?
Oh fuck yeah! It was a guy named. I love.
No, you did GTA first, didn't you?
No, but it was a guy named Renee. So it was. I love.
Was it
I love
Mob Boss?
books. I love classical literature. So in the Three Musketeers, there's a character named Aramis, and he's one of the main musketeers. But he's very unique in that every musketeer gets a POV in the stories. Like there's some chapters where it's from their POV, but Aramis is the only character that you don't get a POV from. And he's the main driver in many ways of the entire saga, all the way up until the 5th book, The Man in the Iron Mask. And somewhere within the 5 books, you learn that his actual name is Renee. And I thought and it's a kind of a female's
shit.
name, a feminine name.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool. That it's like this slick, mysterious fucking dude who's like
His
a
name's
killer,
Renee.
and his name is Renee, but nobody knows that. So I made a character named Renee, and then chat was like, make his last name Sans, like Renaissance, because I was doing art.
Oh.
So that stuck. It was Renaissance, but GTA Renee was way different than Wild RP Renee was, gruff voice, kind of like an ogre. Whereas
Mountain Man.
Yeah, GTA, it was just me kind of, still navigating, learning how to RP, and
Yeah.
I was playing a bank robber. That's where it all started years ago.
It was the. Sorry to interrupt. It was the clip. Renee was the character you're playing on Wild, the famous Blackwater duel clip, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Don't remind me.
Wait, is that the 17 shots with Snake? The 21 shots?
Well, let me defend myself there. So I gotta defend myself there. So I was always vehemently against permas, because I was like, all right, you get a character, you develop a following, you workshop this thing, and you perfect it over time. Why get rid of that? Like Batman doesn't die in season 2 because then you don't have Batman. Like Batman and Joker, it's been 50 fucking seasons. They're still both alive to keep the story going.
Yeah.
So at the time, I was really against permas. And
Speaking of permas,
I had, I kind of fucked over Sin's character, and he kind of gave me an ability to go and kind of do some shit where I carved some nasty stuff into his back because I was white knighting for like this girl.
Yeah.
And then he challenged me to a duel, and I was like, you know what? He gave me that scene. He let me kind of fuck him over. I'm against permas, but he's calling me to a duel, and at that time, if you dueled and died, you have to perma in Wild. So I thought, you know what? Fuck it.
No.
I'm putting this stupid philosophy aside. I'm going to this duel, and if he kills me, he's gonna kill Renee. Like, it's the least I can do, and because it was Sin. So I showed up, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna be sweaty, and I'm gonna have to strafe side to side because I really don't want to perma, but I'm putting my character on the line. So when we started, all I was doing was like bobbing to avoid his shots, but I didn't know that he was kind of giving me his perma. But I went there thinking that, like, he's gonna kill me, and it was the first time ever. Like, it's the one and only time I've ever agreed to a duel because I don't want to die and perma my character on a situation like that. So I show up, and again, he's being super giving, which Sin always is, and I was strafing side to side, and I didn't know he was not trying to kill me, man.
just remember how awkward it was.
I got the clip.
Just sitting there reloading.
You got it?
I got it. Yeah.
I think if
Hold
you
on.
play it, I could just watch you.
I'm just gonna give it to you because I don't know.
Well, then I have to do a bunch of stuff. But yeah, that's
You have to
fine.
do a bunch of stuff. What?
That's fine.
Shit. I can just play it. I can play it.
No, it's fine. You can send it to me. It'll be easier, I think, once I have this set up anyway.
Wait.
Then having
To
to watch everybody, and then it might expose the Discord. juicy DM.
To continue this on this thing, Peppo, you didn't have to. We didn't have to perma during that duel. I found that out afterwards.
You just gotta walk away with like a.
We could have walked
injury.
away with some sort of injury. Like we could have just put a patch on our eye and been like, "I'm
No,
still
brother,
here."
This is in the early days, man.
No,
that was like some shit
I
that got
reread the
clarified
rules.
later.
Oh no, I don't know. Maybe could have been.
Yeah, cool.
Days later.
and my sleeve was blocking the shots. But I was also like, I was ready to give that to you because I thought, again, you gave me a layup and you allowed me to be like this hero, by avenging that. Who was the girl? Was it
Kitty.
Blue? Kitty.
Kitty.
Yeah.
Kitty Williams.
So I was like, all right, fuck it. If he kills me, I'll perma Renee. So that's why I was like bobbing left and right. I didn't want to perma my character, but it was you, So I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
All right, if you send me the clip,
posted it in the in our podcast.
Yep. It should just open. Yep. Oh my God, look at that pro streamer moment.
Hey, sir. Yeah. Say a word.
7, 9.
Here it is. The epic fucking. We got no volume.
Damn, Renee looks so cool.
No
here,
volume.
man.
There should be volume.
Gosh.
Would have been better if you just streamed it.
Is there really no volume?
I was literally just standing there shooting. I was real.
I'm
the
trying
bobbing
to
and
avoid
weaving.
your shots. I didn't want to die.
You motherfucker.
It's gonna be the end of you, Renee.
A
He just reload.
reload during a duel is crazy.
And he comes to the duel with a rifle.
Stop. What you're going on?
Jeez.
Leave.
All right.
It's down.
Like,
Alright.
where's the revolver
know.
at?
Okay.
Let me
I'll
defend myself here
go-
one last time. As soon as I reload and I realize he's letting me kill him, notice how quickly I put him down. I'm just saying.
You were supposed to turn around and fan me down instantly. That was how it was supposed to go. It was
Did
fun.
bullets do a lot less damage before?
No,
'Cause I feel like you nailed them quite a few times.
No, I missed every shot until I realized he was reloading.
I mean, we could break this down in 0.25.
No.
No, we're good. Let's move on. All
All right.
Instant replay.
We'll go to the next question. Lenny, I'll ask this one. What was? Oh, I think we answered that. What was the first game you role played in, including tabletop? So like, if
Yeah,
you
we
ever
kinda-
played
Yeah,
D&D,
that's pretty much
kinda-
what it was. Yeah.
All right, this one is a little bit more intimate.
Oh, but I will say Gary's mod probably.
Gary's mod.
Like, I was part of a server on fucking Gary's mod. It was mostly like a GTA kind of thing. Okay,
Gary's
now we can
mod.
continue.
That's when you could build shit, right? Back in the day.
Yeah.
What?
Gary's mod is everything.
I used to play the Terror in Terror's Town on Gary's mod all the time. That shit was so fun. I think that's the only reason why I got Gary's mod, because I saw my friend playing it. But yeah, so this one's the tough one to answer. Your favorite roleplay situation that you have experienced. Now, it doesn't have to be obviously, wild. It's any RP situation. But mine is said pretty much in every podcast I've ever been in. It was the entire Zip and Zoe saga that just built up over a year. The way that those characters, climb together. This is a very hard question, and it's the reason why I put it in there, because there's like the only thing that I think would be tied to it was the Sissy situation with Sissy and Zip. Because that was the first time I had to play like an emotional character, and I remember I think it drove Peppo nuts out of character the way Zip was acting in the Kettleman gang after he shot Sissy. And
Bro, I don't even remember Sissy. Who the fuck is Sissy?
from the DiCenzos, Zip like found her and shot her down. Remember how Zip made a friend in Sissika? Do you remember that whole thing? The very first
Can I
time.
talk about that real quick? Let me cut you
Sure.
off. That's when I first met you. We both got about this. This is back when the Kettleman gang we were out a week and then like a month in jail. Out a week, a month in jail for about a year straight. Until we all kind of just gave up and started playing new characters. But it was in one of those moments, we got a long ass prison sentence, and you were there every day And I remember thinking, this guy's the real fucking deal, man. He's logging on every day. Like I'm getting on to do my jail RP, and he's in there, and he's telling a story. He's got a notebook, and he's RPing being affected by prison. And I thought, well, fuck this guy. If he's gonna be here, I gotta match his level. You really inspired me, man, and motivated me to get on every day during that jail arc. And I remember we did at least I did about 17 days streaming every day in prison, full streams.
Yeah.
And that's hard for me to do being in Sisika, but you really inspired me in that moment, and you kind of really pushed me to elevate my game because I was so impressed by you in that whole prison arc. The fact that you were there, and what I loved about your character while you were there, I was digging it because you made this relationship with Sissy, and you had this whole side arc going on, which I always love. Like anytime you're in a gang, when people have their own inner world, and it was then when I learned that Zip has his own inner world with like other friends and family and relationships that are separate from the quote unquote gang. But you were pretty much the kind of cornerstone of that whole prison arc. So I want to thank you for that. It's some shit I wanted to get off my chest.
You know, you are the reason that inspired me to do shit like that. Because when Zip first joined the Kettleman gang, it was like you were bringing this like intensity, you were bringing this fucking like heart to your character. And so when I went into Siska, I was like, we need to make this prison, because it was Zip's first time in Siska. I was like, we need to make this shit fuck Zip up, because he met this guy selling fucking herbs, like he was selling him opium, and then like 3 weeks later, we gunned down so many deputies at fucking Shady Bell. We were in a war. Zip was like full thrusting in this shit. I was like, we have to make this shit count. And so I would just get on, and then when no one was in Siska, I'd work on a journal, and then that's where Zip met Sissy, and then you would pop up. And then I remember halfway through, you sent me someone sent me a clip that you were like shouting me out, like that the only reason why you were getting on and streaming Jack and Siska was because I was inspiring you to do it. And I remember I hit you up. I think it was the first time I ever DM'd you saying like, dude, I seriously appreciate it. And you were playing PUBG with Wombax, and you invited me to come play with you guys, and then it was literally like an introduction out of character. Like we kind of just told each other, and you taught me a lot about RP. Like you are like my catalyst out of character of pushing a story and having heart in your character and having that intensity. So you're giving me that shout out, dude. I have to give it right back. You inspired me as well.
Hooray! Peppo's
Yay.
your storytelling is top tier.
Anyway,
Agreed.
Yes, I appreciate that, man. Thank you, but I really mean that. That's like being in Sisika there with because I feel like, a lot of times, man, we kind of rely on mechanics, and sometimes when streamers get bored, you hear them talk about shit that needs to be added to a server, but sometimes the best RP is just two people in an empty room.
Right.
And
100%.
That's what the Sisika shit reminded me of.
Because that was before guards, man. That was when the bot was still telling you how much time you had. Like, that was a long time ago. That was the Zip went into Cisco with you guys in August of 2022. So that was like literally exactly 2 years ago. That
remember you had that bird that you named, remember, at Shady Bell?
Gilbert, yeah.
Gilbert.
We're getting
That's
a Gilbert
right.
emote. Yeah. Zip still goes to Shady Bell and gets upset that Jack killed it in front of him.
Wait, Medak, how can you see? Anyway, I think we're hogging a little bit. I'm hogging too much.
Well, it's your turn to speak. Your favorite
That's
roleplay situation.
Not at all.
My favorite. I'll tell you what it is. There's been so many great moments, and I won't highlight a moment. I just want to talk about what I love, man. Is when the meta's different. The worst is when you're RPing and like it's predictable. You know where the story's going. You know what the meta is. Like servers always end up developing a meta, and I love the times where the meta is fresh, or whenever you're part of an arc that's going against what the meta is, what the kind of formulaic story movies that everybody's doing. In the very early days when I met Sin and had that run, it was so fresh back then. The server that was super fun.
Crazy.
super fun. And then rolling Jack and being in a gang v gang thing, that was brand new to me. And Jed Wicker and Wade Wicker and all of that in the Summers War, that was fucking fresh. And I mean, playing Coyote and doing Law in kind of a different way, it was brand new. The meta was different, or we were helping shape the meta. Those are my favorite, or the start of Edgar, having no honor, just switching up the meta, always talking to Law. That's what I really dig, is the times when the story is fresh, nobody knows where it's going, and there's like an element of excitement because you're embarking on the unknown, versus where you're just rolling a character, you know where the story's going, you know how things are going to develop, the meta's already been established. So, and being a part of pretty much arcs that go against the meta, that's my favorite.
Speaking of something you mentioned during that, there's a name that mentioned a Wade. Can everybody in the chat, you gotta spam Ophelia Balls if you
Balls, legendary, dude, legendary.
That's
man.
a clip too, right?
It's somewhere in
That's
a
in the bank
very
job
unknown
in Blackwater, right?
unknown spot.
Man, that was some like Don Rickles levels of quickness, man. How did you come up with that on the spot?
It sounded like I feel you. Like, feel your balls. Like, I don't know. It just kind of happened.
Oh,
Just
man.
a classic Tully moment.
Yeah, Tully's super quick witted for sure.
I
Especially
just
with the
want to say
Oh my god,
I
yeah, it
have the
makes me laugh
clip
all the
as
time.
my favorite clip for the podcast. So here you
Send-
go. I
send
think
it.
I might have clipped it myself.
Oh, there it is. Let's go.
And it made Peppo just like out of character, just like Chet or what the fuck was your name, Jed?
Oh, shit.
Say fucking names out loud.
So funny.
Did that work? Are you guys seeing it? Hold on.
I see a
Oh,
tab
no.
open.
Hold on. I'll figure it. Dude, it worked out so good last time. There we go. Are we live?
Oh. There you are. There you go.
What? Oh my god. I'm gonna lose
Isn't that-
it. What the fuck is happening?
Oh, it's Jay.
Okay, there we go.
Man, how good was Jay
You
Sin?
have it. I fucking love Jay.
I love Jay.
Why is there no volume?
He's so good.
Oh.
I feel your balls.
He's playing GTA.
Jed,
Wait, what?
wait, what? I mean, man, go in the corner. Go face the
forget
corner,
it.
motherfucker.
Did it already
It's
happen?
totally
What's
off.
your name, miss?
We're getting an ad now.
Ophelia.
1 minute ad break,
What's your
guys.
name, miss?
Hold on, let me see if
Yeah.
I think
I can hear it. I can hear the clip on your stream.
I can't hear it.
I
Oh,
think
I've got the ad. That's why.
can I
probably.
turn off ads like all in general, right? That's the thing.
I don't think
Or
Twitch
are
lets you
you
do
forced
that.
to now? I think on partner you have to.
I think it's like you play like 3 minutes of ads an hour or something, or like 8 minutes.
No, there's no way it sets to 3 minutes. All right. Fuck it.
Mine's set to
some people
fucking
are gonna
30
have to.
seconds.
No, but you're not having the ad. Sin is having ads on
Yeah,
his
I'm
computer
getting it.
separate
I'm
from your
getting
stream.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
feel your balls.
Yeah.
Jed,
Wait,
That's
what?
wait, what? I mean,
Good to see you.
man, go in the corner. Go
Wait,
face
start
the
it over.
corner,
I talked over it.
motherfucker.
Start it
Go
over.
face the corner.
Start it over. Start it over and wait 15 seconds.
Start over and wait 15 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing a 15-second countdown starting
15.
now.
10 seconds. 10-second countdown.
Oh, it's for the ad break. Like,
Yeah, it is for the ad break.
dude.
Others could be getting it too. There we go.
I wish we
We're
lived
live.
in a world that ads did not consume everything.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it helps with,
That's only going to get
incomes,
worse.
but yeah, it's fucked. I hate them. I hate them when they play, even on my channel. All right, you guys
Yeah.
ready? 3. It happens quick. 3, 2, 1.
What's your name, miss?
Ophelia.
I feel your balls.
Jed,
Wait, what?
wait, what? I mean,
What?
man, go in the corner. Go face the corner,
Yeah, go in the
motherfucker.
fucking
Go face the
corner.
corner.
You're an asshole.
Man, we would like to formally apologize.
Go in the corner.
Guy in the corner.
Jack just immediately apologizing. I'm just gonna save this here so for when more clips come, I think it should just
Wait.
automatically pop up.
Who's in the helmet? Was that Verts?
Where?
Who?
Yeah, it was our first bank job with Vertigo. It was myself, you,
Yeah.
Wade, Vert, and Graham.
I forgot he was there with us
Wait,
super
I didn't
early.
even- I didn't even know that.
That's wild.
He
We
was the
didn't
one
see
with
him
the
again.
bucket on
I
his
didn't
head.
see him again after a while.
Okay, let's track. Track. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
No effects.
Back on it. Let's get the train.
Linny.
I would have to say that my favorite roleplay experience is definitely the story that I'm in now, for sure. It was something that I built myself, like without TullyCuffs. So
Hell yeah.
they were
You took off.
yeah, they definitely were there for me when I was on Bell and with Thine, and then they kind of both took a little bit of a break from RP, and I was just kind of doing my own thing. And Dakota and Zip found Millie, and it was crazy. I had no idea that it was going to blow up to be something like this, and I am very thankful and grateful because I've been having a fucking blast. So it's definitely mine.
Aw. I absolutely love Millie. I love how that story developed.
Same.
Sin.
This is a pretty hard one.
It is. It is.
There's a lot of RP. It's it's hard. It's really hard to pick a certain situation because there's just there's way too many. I mean, I've had a lot of amazing RP with Tully, 100%. Some of the duos we've done over the years have just been some of the best some of the best shit I've ever experienced. We always have the crazy dynamic. Sure, some of you have seen this. We got the Dr. Thine and Hugo. Fucking, what was the, God, the main one, the very main one, which I can't even say a favorite situation, really. I don't know. I have an answer, but it goes along with a continued part of the podcast and other structures. But way too much good RP, especially with Peppo as well. Way too many situations that were amazing to really even pinpoint one. But the time with KG, pretty damn good. Some of the best RP I've ever done. Outside of all the shit I've done with Tully, which he was there for it. He's supposed to be there much longer. The history of Wade's death. The quick death will remain a mystery forever.
Listen, I thought it was a great idea. You know, people can die from nothing. So I figured, you know, dying for something stupid would be great.
It was. I mean, and it gave fucking Jed the craziest arc and spun my character in such a way that I didn't even see coming myself.
Proud of it now.
Wait. I thought you were tortured, man. You and Clayton were tortured and they had to choose one to save and they chose Clay and not you, and that's why you died.
I don't think we were tortured.
Didn't you have like hot coals on your hands and you were refused medical?
Oh
shit.
There was a choice
I don't-
that there was a doctor named Carrie and she was forced to choose
That's right.
whether it was going to be Clay or you, and she could only choose one, and she kind of like panicked in the moment and just chose one, and you permed her. At least that's how the story.
Yeah. I think that is actually what happened because my character got shot like right in the lung, so he was like he couldn't breathe. So I kind of RP'd coughing up blood and shit. I remember that.
What a lot of people don't know here, I don't know if much of the chat knows this or even Bud knows this. Sin and Tully did a fucking Weekend at Bernie's
God.
arc where Sin couldn't
That's banned
comprehend
now.
the fact that his brother died, so he had Tully. He was moving his corpse around from place to place and talking and acting like he was still alive. And I remember at the time it was super buggy. When you had him on his horse, he was doing the T pose
Dude.
the whole
Oh my
time.
God.
You remember that,
my
Sin?
God.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember the TiVos thing, but that's what you guys are seeing.
The
Oh
whole-
my
and at the end, when Jay came through and he was like, doing the emotional crying RP, that was pretty intense.
Damn.
Great scenes.
Okay. I have a clip for a very, very funny buggy horse moments if we want to watch it.
Sure. While we get this ready, Tully, do you want to start answering the question?
It's funny that you ask me because I don't have one. I have a fucking awful memory. I don't have a certain situation either.
Just all of
Can
it
I
then?
just
You had a
say?
week.
Can I just say what's happening right now with
You had a
Bud and
week.
Chet? Can I just say that?
Yeah.
It's actually some of the best RP, some
It
of the best
is.
RP we've done in a
The
while.
group we have
together.
going is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I love our dynamic.
they're amazing. Both pretty sure they're here. Both fucking Isaiah and Oso live.
Hey,
Great RPers.
yeah, they're really
I
fucking good.
I love that I can actually RP with you guys because Dr. Thine and Zip, we talked about it a little bit before the podcast. I don't think we would have a future on Wild if we teamed up and did some shit. But
I always
Yeah.
manage to somehow escape that ever happening. So it's either because my crimes go unknown because I'm a mastermind, or no. Or yeah, I just I don't know. I don't know how it happens.
I will say though, the whole Millie is a Wicker and you bringing back a Wicker is fucking crazy, and I literally am excited to see where that goes.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, and I am in a fucking. I feel like I've got a very good creative flow right now with Chet, and I see a story, but I don't really see exactly. It could go anywhere, right? But I see like what's gonna push him, all his motivations and everything like that, and whatever happens from those motivations is what happens. But it's been a lot of fucking fun.
It has.
All right, I'm gonna play the clip, and then Linny, can you get prepared for the next questionnaire? Because these ones I think are getting a little bit harder. The Zip and Chat fight. Oh my god, that was so fun at Shady Bell, man.
Oh my god, it was so good. So good. And
Oh
I didn't even
my
expect
God.
that to happen, but you
Well, we're
pushed.
gonna
You
ride the
pushed,
Mad
and it was
Horse.
just like
I
it was
have
just anger.
Master,
It was
and
pure
he
anger. It
seems
was just
fine.
hilarious.
We'll meet up with you.
What is this?
I have
This
him.
is-
What the fuck
This
is
is a
going
fucking-
on?
He's like, "It's a good
I've
ride for
never
you."
seen this one before.
You all right,
Ace is on
Master?
his shoulder.
I
don't
have
think-
him.
I don't think we saw that horse at all.
Never seen this one before.
It's a roller coaster ride.
Bro, if that's how fucking Wade was
is a
traveling
new
with
one.
Jed all around the crossing,
I don't think that was it. But from our perspectives, I don't think we saw that horse at all. You guys were just like teleporting every 10 feet.
the T-pose happened with Jerry Wicked's character that Mills and Alice killed when Zip fucked up. And that we just sent him into the wild. Nobody knows where he is. He was just put on the back of a horse, and we fled the horse. And that's where Jerry is, just on the back of a horse
Shit.
and a skeleton in the west. Did you get the next question?
Yeah, the next question is, can you explain one example of yes and roleplay technique? And why is it important for yes and roleplay is the second question.
So we could probably just answer these both at the same time. For
Wait, what was the second part of it?
why it's
Why
important.
is it important?
Why is
it
yes
important?
and
Oh.
important?
Oh, okay.
So one example I'll give is to if someone approaches your character, let them lead the the conversation and kind of just it's not necessarily saying yes to everything, but it's going with the RP that they're trying to offer. It's not like immediately shutting them down or, you know, trying to rush off and be out of that situation. It's give that person that's approaching you, they're approaching you for a reason. And I'm not talking about like someone's chasing you down on horseback. I'm just talking if a character just comes up and says hello. You never know what that hello can lead to. And just like
100%.
the perfect example coming from the most recent is Lenny on Millie. She yes-anded Dakota and Zip, and it has led to a fucking insane storyline. Her being tied to the Wickers, and because of Zip's KG passed, and that whole thing, like it has led to months of like Peppo was saying earlier about those little side stories, how every character has those side stories. So why Zip was in Dead End Gang, he's also like mentoring Millie, and Millie and him are, you know, Zip's trying to teach her, and then we find out that she's a Wicker, and the way everything tied together just because Millie played along in the mine, or Lenny played along with the RP that me and Burrito were, you know, trying to offer. It just turned into we asked her to, you know, you're gonna die in 24 hours, live your life. We're gonna come back tomorrow and we're gonna come kill you. And so live that life and have fun. Enjoy your last 24 hours on this earth. And then she offered to bring banana bread, and then we had fucking Squeaky Pete dress up as a crazy psycho in the mines and scare the shit out of her, and then it led to this.
I will say, I'm gonna build off that for a second. That was definitely my answer. But like I mean, I wasn't streaming or anything, but like when they gave me 24 hours to live, I left that mine and I went to the Saint Denis Bastille, and I had a conversation with the bartender at the Bastille about everything that had kind of just happened. Like, I have 24 hours to live, and I played it off. I got Millie drunk in the Bastille, and I played off of it. I 100% took everything to heart, and I appreciate it so much. Oh my gosh, you and Dakota, or Zip and Dakota, just giving me every opportunity, and then giving me quests upon quests, going and getting a recipe from Zoe Winters, of all people, and doing all that it was so much fun instead of sitting in a mine and mining coal. So it was really great.
Well, thank you again for, you know, saying yes, because I can't say it enough. I'm enjoying the hell out of it, and now with Bud and Chet being so intertwined with it, it's just bringing a lot of RP together, and that's separate from like
Crazy.
Like I can't even say side story, man. It's like there's like fucking 3 main stories going on, and they're all just so alive, and it just makes it's crazy how real the world of Wild RP feels sometimes, and it's shit like that. It's the importance of, you know, playing along, Zoe playing along, everybody that just, you know, plays along with it, and it leads to great things. Go ahead, Lenny. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say as well, like, getting onto the Wild RP server, I was very new to this type of roleplay, and so I only knew like TullySinn's Thine story. I didn't know that there was, I mean, so many stories from years, like, you know, the last 2 years from all these players, and so meeting Zip and Dakota, and like Zip telling Millie that he's known Dakota for 2 years, and all these other people's stories behind it, like the whole Wallaby story, all of that was so new to me. I had no idea. Like, it was just crazy. I didn't know that it was like people had that much of like a buildup and that much of like a history with everyone. And so it was just like, it's insane. It's so cool. It really is so cool.
That's why long-standing characters are absolutely the best. Like long-term RP, like once you're, that's my opinion about it, at least. Like there's a lot more story to tell. The characters are more alive, and the longer your character's around, even if you overdo and you maybe should perma or whatever, the longer the character's around, the better the RP gets sometimes.
Yeah, because there's so much lore behind and so many stories.
so much.
And
Yeah.
it starts to become, you start realizing how, alone your character starts to begin to feel about all these people who introduced them to these things that are now gone. And, you get to tell the stories. It was Peppo that taught me to remind people of the people that have perma'd and to keep their names alive. Because permaing a character not only is hard, but it's also, when they perma their character, their story shouldn't die. That they should live on, especially if they impacted your story, to keep those names relevant, to keep those names alive and make them feel alive. Even if you're, take a break for a year and come back and you still hear your character's name being mentioned, it shows a lot of respect, I think, to those role players that have put that work into everything that has been put into that character and the lore behind it and relationships. And then I want to add one more thing to the yes and this is kind of, if you're in chat and you're kind of going into a server maybe for the first time, going into Red M or learning how to, adapt, especially to Red Dead roleplay, don't be the hero at first. Let your character build up. Don't start off being the badass. Let your character get robbed, man. Do the yes and with getting robbed and use that as the catalyst to build something and to take every ounce of negative thing that happens to your character, use that to build, because it is the best way to build. In my opinion, failures are the best things to roleplay. It's so much funner to roleplay a loss or a failure than it is to roleplay a victory. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna pass this torch to Peppo.
I think you guys already nailed it. Something you said, but it's not so much, I'll do whatever you say, but just hear the person out. Because, you're role playing, you have to do it with other people. And you want to always look for that person that you got good chemistry with. So everybody that passes by, stop them. Howdy, what are you doing? Where are you going? Sometimes that's all you need. And like for example, when Jack and Zip met, like, who are you guys? What do? You're making potions. We didn't need to know fucking potions, but you're doing potion RP. Might as well be like, all right, we'll buy all your potions. And that's a yes and moment. Now it gives us a reason to save up some money, which makes, okay, now we got to go rob a bank to earn the money so that we can pay these guys to honor our deal. And it gives them something to do. And then the story starts. So
Yeah,
not so much, yes, I'll do whatever you say, RP. That's not yes and more. Hear fucking people out. Just give them a moment sometimes to talk, see what their character is, and whatever. Go from there.
Yeah, because you offered Zip a spot in a bank or $500 for the crate, and that's when Zip kind of was like, you know what, I want to rob a bank. I want to make more money than selling these potions, $500 compared to however much is inside that bank. And then it took, I think, a year and a half for us to actually rob a bank together. But
Really?
dude, yeah, we didn't rob a bank together until like Zip had his own gang, and you came back with Jack, and we got like a nice little bank robbery. But
Oh, damn. I didn't know. I didn't
because
realize.
when you gave that offer, me and Ollie rode with you that day, and you went into Saint Denis and you slit Dahlia's throat, the songbird. You cut her throat open, and then Zip and Ollie were seen from the Bloody Hood. What was her name? Devon, and she witnessed that and like saw Zip and Jack together, and then Zip and Jade were on a date in Ansburg, and she remembered that Zip was riding with Jack, and she wanted to get back at Jack, so she stabbed Zip and Jade in Ansburg. Aurora found Zip, and Zip told Aurora, I want in on this war against the DiCenzos. And then Aurora brought me to you and Mills and Alice. It's the first time Zip met Mills and Alice was in the Kettle Cave outside Tumbleweed, and you were like, Zip was like, they fucked me up, they fucked up my girlfriend, I want to help you fuck them up. And that's literally that's the story. Like, that's
No way,
that's
man.
how it led. I will never
Holy.
forget it, man. I remember like our canoe ride through the swamps with Ollie and Zip, and you were yelling at us because we were being too loud on the boat. and we kept getting the boat stuck, and then we just ran in on foot. It was like a whole thing. I'll never forget it. I remember. I am horrible at remembering names, but I could tell you Zip's story from start to end, from every scene to every person.
Well, there you go. That's us. Like, yes, standing on the road. You're a fucking potion dealer. I still had those potions on Jack on one of the horses.
I still have your cat one when you were studying the super soldier syndrome.
There you go. Or
Yeah.
how about like Edgar and Thine? Thine is like a
that's a lot of yes and.
Yeah, he was a scientist. Like, what the fuck does Edgar have to do with a scientist? But he's working on a potion and he needs body parts. It's like, okay, how do I say yes to this? Okay, you always find a reason. You can always find a reason to link the story most times.
Exactly.
But with the real reason behind that is because you were just a catalyst of bodies. So Edgar, we were just manipulating you to drop bodies for us, basically.
And I think Edgar's motivation was, all right, this guy's working on a potion. If he manages this potion, it's going to be a big money maker and I'll get a cut of it. So that was kind of the motivation.
It was good.
Yeah. Well,
there's some RP I want to talk about. I don't know if it'll ever happen between Edgar and Thine, but we'll save it for later.
I guess we move the question to Lenny, right? Or you already answered.
I already answered. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
go to Sin or Tully.
Yep, Sin. Tully.
Well, one last thing on a yes and.
Yep.
Do the yes and too, because guess what, man? You're gonna start RPing with different people. All right, you don't need to always be with your six fucking people in your same gang over and over. Trust me, you'll get bored of that. Say yes. Sometimes sometimes it won't happen, but maybe 1 out of 10 times, you're gonna find somebody that you got some awesome chemistry with, and it's gonna spawn off a massive story.
Yeah. Yes and RP is basically the main facilitator of all RP and how everything happens. And if you don't, if people didn't, then it would just be a very closed, it'd be very closed circles of RP. And it's just so good when you run in those situations where you're like, oh, I could have just been like, no, I don't want to go here with you. And then, that situation spirals into like a million other different situations for you, which just opens up the RP so much. But one of my favorite situations I'll have to bring up for yes and RP is when I first started playing Dr. Thine. And I was going around just like doing silly shit, like testing people, hold their arms up. And I was also looking for an assistant in a way too. And I run into Adelaide, played by everybody knows this Elthwin. She is probably, and a few other people I know, some of the best yes and RP. And you can say that because sometimes even if like it doesn't make sense for your character to say yes to it, like you're not going to go do this or you're not going to do that or whatever. Sometimes if you just say yes, you still get great RP out of it. You don't have to like lock your character into that, or you can always back out of a yes and, really easily, or turn the situation to where you have like a, maybe you fuck somebody over from saying yes and, or something like that. It's way too good. But yeah, her yes and with basically going along with whatever Thine wanted to do at the time, and that RP carried on for so long.
I mean,
and it was
still,
like this. It still is. It's still it's still to this day.
Yeah.
Since then, we've had some really great moments just from all the yes and that she did and the RP that she was willing to do. So good.
At least great, man. That ball on Friday, that was all her. I just bumped into her and I thought, okay, I met this girl. I want us to have a goal to look forward to. The ball on Friday. So I just randomly start mentioning it to people. And I just bump into Adelaide on the road. I mentioned the ball to her. And then she said, yeah, I'll invite all my friends. And then she ended up setting up the whole thing and making sure that it took place. And then
fucking ball.
And then Bud forcibly power game my character into actually getting married.
Look, I did not know at all before people start saying shit. I didn't know that was a forced thing. I thought it was a consensual marriage.
Ban.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know that there was other things happening. I still don't know the full lore on it, but I just know that I thought that was a real thing that was happening. And
No, dude, I
was
like.
just
Oh, no.
offered.
It was amazing. It was perfect. I couldn't have asked for you to do anything better because it spawned off a whole sequence of events that.
Gosh.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Out of character, Zip is legitimately ordained by the state of Saints Crossing. So
That is so cool.
yeah, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Cash that Zip like confessed to a murder to get ordained so he can marry 2 random people in Sisika and have like a wedding to sneak shit into Sisika and allow like Jack how he wanted what was her name, Grandma Goose, and to bring in like a bunch of stuff to cook like a meal. That was the whole scheme was.
Whoa, you
get-
got ordained back then from the Sisika arc?
Not that one. It was a separate Cisco arc that I did. I confessed to a murder that nobody knew about, and in return, I would get ordained because I had 2 friends that wanted to get married. Well, it was just 2 random people in Sisika, and I convinced them to get married to each other so that we can have a wedding in Sisika and get stuff smuggled in so we could get knives and good food and stuff like that. And it was that's the whole reason Zip got ordained. So Cash, along with I forget the other sheriff, but they came in and they ordained Zip. They made him an ordained, minister, whatever the fuck you call it. And yeah, that's where the ordained thing came from.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think it's in his paperwork that he's ordained by Cash or something like that. It says in his paperwork. Zip's married like 4 people. Zip did a bank job marriage. Married 2 of the hostages. But yeah, no. Tully, did you want to add in on that?
Filet balls.
I can give an example, like a recent example was my group robbed a sheriff's office with Peppo's character, but it started with his character reaching out to I think me, saying like, "Hey, got a job. Fucking, I see Peppo's character behind me in the telegram station. As I'm looking at it, we turn around, we discuss it all, and it's pretty much like, hey, let's do this job. Our group says yes, and we're going in too. And then every deputy that fucking came to us on the road, yes, and you're coming too.
That was nuts because Zip and Millie, I met this dude on the road and I said, I need some money. He's like, okay, follow me. And so I'm like, all right, yes, and I'll follow you. He said, we're going to rob somebody on the road. First person that ends up pulling up is Millie of all people.
The fucking
So,
odds.
We're about to rob this guy, but Sam doesn't like the guy he's riding with. He looks like a weird ghoul type character. So
He was a great looking character.
I was already on guard, so I thought, okay, yeah, fuck this guy. And instead of robbing her, kind of took the other guy out, but kept her stuff as a means to have her meet with me again. And then it turns out it was, Millie from your guys' gang. And then she gave me Bud and Chet's number and said, text these guys and I'm sure they'll work with you. I then show up to the telegram office with Luann, and who shows up? Chet and Bud. So that was really cool how that all worked out.
Yes, and man. Yes, and.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Everywhere. Tully, did you want to elaborate anymore, or are you good?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay, so the next is now we will each of us. So chat, ask questions. Put some questions into the chat. Each of us will pick a question. It could be the same question. It doesn't matter. Just if you guys want to ask a question yourself, we're going to pay attention to the chat and pick one, and then we're going to answer that. And then, yeah. Until we start seeing some questions pop up.
It's on you guys.
Yeah. So while this is happening in the PDA that Peppo, of course, read the 10 days ago when I sent it, we all are gonna pick one clip, or we're supposed to pick one clip, and kind of just explain why you're showing that clip. I was pretty stoned when I wrote that question out, but you don't have to explain it. Just one of your favorite clips that you guys have. I mean, we probably watched some of them already. I think Tully
you
said
already
we
got
watched
mine.
his already. Yeah.
I just posted. It's from your YouTube, but it starts at the point of this is kind of a character turning moment, I think, for Millie.
Okay.
Was when she crawled inside the horse,
Oh my
God damn it.
god.
and it was when you and or when Zip and Dakota found her.
Climbed inside a horse. Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Listen. Listen. Okay. We didn't. Just watch the clip. We'll
Well,
we'll
it's
play
not-
the
it's-
clip. Chat
Roll
the
froze
clip.
apparently and don't want to ask questions.
Wake up.
Roll the clip.
Roll the clip.
Oh, the goddamn clip.
We lost our assistant.
Give up on fucking
Better
life.
roll
That's
that
what we
fucking
do.
clip.
Is this what happens when you push people when
I
they're
miss
not
Lawson.
ready? They just leave?
I'm a
Fucking
failure.
awesome.
It's not your fault.
Burp off.
For those that don't know, the build up to this is Zip and Dakota kept pushing Millie to do really fucking crazy things. And earlier we were over by the stables and Zip was like, well, you can either kill my horse, which was Zip's horse, Murder, at the time, Zip's favorite horse. You could kill Murder or you climb inside of a horse. Or no, I didn't even say that, right? I said, or we're going to tell you what you have to do. We didn't give you any insight on what the other option was. And she didn't want to, kill Murder. So we came up with she climbs inside of a horse. And then we told her she didn't have to before you
Mhm.
think we're psychopaths.
Right.
We said
Well-
you don't have to climb inside the horse.
It is.
So roll clip.
And then
I think it's
and then they
clip.
went to go have they went to go have a conversation while I was standing there contemplating whether I was going to get inside that fucking horse or not. And then they both couldn't
think it's
find
for
my
the best,
character, so
honestly.
they both
I need to
left
send a-
trying to
I
find me in Van
Don't
Horn.
break up with you, Telegram.
Okay.
I'm gonna for.
If she actually leaves, we're gonna have to hunt her down and kill her because she knows too much.
No.
Hey, Zip, that's what the test kind of seals.
But what does she know?
I don't know. Enough? Too much?
No, she
Things?
knows just as much as The slash me covered in blood, but it took a second for us to see it, I think. No, Dakota, with me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, I know it's slow. This was before I figured out the sound setting. But I think it ends here, right? Or no,
Yeah,
give...
that's it. This is when you give me murder for it.
By the way, why do all turkeys in game fly right in front of your horse?
Dude, I don't know.
And then die instantly.
We got 2 questions, so we'll just answer. You can pick one, I think. There's either what promo affected you the most, OOC. It could be someone you played or not. And then there's knowing what you know now, what would you change about your RP start that you think would make your RP better? So everyone pick one of those questions. If you have the answer, just go, because I think I need to think about it.
Well, I guess I'll start when I remember when Clayton perma'd his character in the Kettleman gang. I thought, fuck. I thought this is it for the Kettlemans because he's such a good driver of RP and always setting up like these events and moving story that I really felt sad. I thought that was it, that the RP was going to, the Kettleman gang was going to dissolve after that because he played such a key role in our gang.
So good.
Obviously that wasn't the case because we went on to have some massive arcs that I really wish he was there for. The Guarma arc and the when we had like 7 gangs hunting us down when Mecha Bear came in with Goldie, like that era was fucking amazing. I was thinking of this question because I saw it in the chat. I think the perma that affected me the most, man, was perma in my first character, Renee, because I was fucked up after that. And I had to take like a long break, and I thought, that's it. I'll never be able to RP again. That's my character. I won't be able to do another one. And then, I spent some time, then rolled Jack. And then after, anyways, I rolled Jack. And then I thought to myself, man, I wish I would have ended Jack's story because I saw how Baz Vert perma'd Baz. That's another big one that affected me a ton on a creative OOC level. And I remember talking to him once and he said, you got to leave the people wanting more. I've never forgotten that because there's been so many times with Jack where I feel like the story peaked. And until we got this last send away, I didn't think I'd ever get a good finish to Jack. And that really made me sad for the story, for the viewers and whatnot. But I remember when he perma'd Baz, that finale was incredible, man. And it left you wanting more and wish the story continued. He stopped the story when the story was peaking and he perma'd the character. So whenever I then was playing Coyote with the Big Balls Bill Mole arc in Van Horn, I had this character and there was like a massive, arc that developed. And there was just a perfect finale when the story was peaking at its height. Do I wish I still had the character? Yes, but I think from like an artistic story point of view, I perma'd that character because the story was never going to get better than that moment. Everything else would have just been a stale kind of replay. And
yep.
So I guess that's my answer. You're permaing your own character, but you don't think you're going to have to force yourself to come up with something new, and then watching some other people perma and then going from there.
Can I ask you something? When you perma'd Renee and you were down and you felt like you couldn't RP again, after making Jack, were you relieved about Renee? Like, were you then satisfied with how that ended?
I was in my feelings, bro, and I perma'd to a local NPC guard.
With Renee, right?
Yes. So I hope I just wish that I had given the perma to somebody else. That's my only gripe.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like. But I was, because Renee was a villain among villains. I felt the whole world hated him and everybody wanted. He kind of reminded me of remember when Zip was pissing everybody off, IC and OOC for a little bit?
Yeah, I think we're back at that.
Listen, that just means that a person's pushing the boundaries and he's growing and he's trying shit, man. That's what that means. He's pushing the envelope. Well, Renee was Zip before Zip was around. Okay, so on a 32 slot server, so it was much more disruptive. So I remember some shit happened. I was in the cells, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck. I was like, okay, I get it. They don't want me here. Okay, I get the message. And that's how I was thinking. I got it. I get the message. Y'all don't want me here anymore. And I remember they locked my character up, and I just couldn't talk for like an hour. I was getting super emotional, and I DM'd the bot. I was like, firing squad. And they're like, no, calm down, think about it. I said firing squad, and they wouldn't. They wouldn't let me perma. I think they sensed that I wasn't in the right state of mind. And then I went to Sisica, and the first guard, I aggroed the guard, and then he shot me down. And that was Big L. After Big L shot me, he got promoted. He killed Renee, and he got promoted to the warden. And that's how I perma'd Renee. I perma'd him.
Wait, you permanent to Big L though?
No, it was an NPC guard. No, it was an NPC guard.
That's good.
But like there was like a running gag that was Big L that killed him, and then Big L showed up after and was the warden.
Oh,
this is back when Sisica, like, you could just swim off the island. Like if you got injured off, like you would just swim off, and like people, sometimes you would swim back and forth. People would make visits to Sisica without messaging the bot. This is early days. And I did an RP for like a month, 45 days after.
Damn.
Yeah, I thought, no, they don't want me there. Okay, I get it. All right, you don't got to tell me twice. I get the message. That's how I was feeling. I was up in my feelings, man. I
am at such a point with Zip, dude, to where like it's I'm so scared to do it, but I'm in like a constant back and forth with like it's fucking time to do it. I need to start building up this final like arc. Like I need to create that next character that's gonna drive me, but then I'm torn because it's like it's Zip, man. I fucking love Zip. I love playing him. I enjoy the hell of it. There is times where I become fucking hated out of character and in character, and it feels like the whole world is on my shoulders. But then there's little moments where it's like a character will just look up to like Zip and just be like, I've like Millie kind of saves Zip there a little bit with someone that is looking up to him to drive her story. So I want to keep helping drive her story, but it's just, dude, it's so hard because I feel like I'm gonna be like you with Renee, man. I feel like I'm gonna lose all hope in RP for a bit, and I don't want to lose my RP passion. I don't want to lose the drive to roleplay. So it scares the shit out of me, out of character, to actually flash that perma in. But yeah, I just want to know from your standpoints if you ended up, being happy with Jack.
Oh, 100%, man. Jack 100% eclipsed Renee. I mean, in terms of story and scope, I can't even watch Renee clips because I cringe so bad. I physically cannot watch. I physically cannot watch them, man. It's hard for me to look at some of the clips. I think I've grown a lot, and you will too, man, for a fact.
There's a Renee clip that I wish I could find. It's one that's when it was like one of our first interactions, and we like had like a burping contest in the back saloon of the back of the saloon in Rhodes, and then
what
you said yeah, so we were burping, see who could burp louder, and then burping in each other's faces, right? And then you said, well, I'm gonna take a horse and I'm gonna make it shit on you. And then I said, well, I'm gonna take fucking 10 horses and make them all shit on you at the same time. You probably don't
There's
remember
no
this.
way this happened. I don't
This
remember
happened.
this at all.
It happened.
Renee said that. Renee would never say some shit like that.
Nah, Renee he was like drunk, and you were like talking shit to Tully's character at the time. And then it was Kevin because he was a drunk.
Wait, was this your character that was abused in Van Horn? The Remy?
No, not that guy. No.
What happened to Remy?
Remy's out there somewhere hunting
Do you
rats.
still have the character model, or you deleted him?
Nah, he's gone. Actually, I have a Remy 2.0 now.
Guys, he had a drunk Moonshine character back before Moonshine.
Remy was fun, but we got what's his name? What's the names? Billy, I don't remember now. Shit.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The new drunk characters we got.
Oh, well, so here's the thing about my character is I kind of named him Kevin Conroy without thinking. I don't think I could do that, so I'm probably
Why?
gonna have
What's
to
wrong
delete
with that
him.
name? What's wrong with that name?
That's fucking Batman's voice. That's
Kevin
like that's
Conroy?
the actor Kevin Conroy. That's the actor that voices Batman.
Oh, is that not a? Is
I
he
don't
off
think you can have
limits?
celebrity names.
Oh,
And I did that without thinking. I was like, oh, that sounds like a good name. And no fucking wonder because I was reading about Kevin Conroy like a few days earlier.
So we were talking about the first question that we were talking about was permas, right? I had something I definitely wanted to say for that one. The permas that affected you.
Yeah. Do you want me to repeat the question? Well, you said it. I mean, that's the gist of it.
It was right. It was the one in chat. I think. Yeah, like which perma affected you the most.
What
hang on, what
perma
about
affected you
structure?
the
Did
most out
Lenny
of
answer?
character? It could be someone you played or not. No, Lenny did not answer, and you're right. Sin.
Structure,
What
Sin.
the fuck, Sin?
Well, I don't know. I was just trying to pop in there. I don't know. I'm all about the structure, but it's okay to go off structure.
We did say that this one would be freestyle, so people could think about their questions. So if you're ready, go. So.
Oh,
I'm gonna say yes. I'm ready. And a perma that affected me the most and still affects me today is permitting Snake Williams.
fucking Snake.
It was for the arc and for the story. It was absolutely perfect because he was like an outlaw who wanted to be like known as one of the greatest outlaws alive and the most dangerous and all this shit. And then he goes and just fucking dies after he pisses a bunch of people off, which is great. But I love that character so much. And he's like a character I would probably still be playing today if I didn't perma him in that situation. But I can't do it. I can't bring back the voice. I love that voice.
you can't, bro. Let me tell you something. I love Dine and everything. Okay, he's a great character.
Yeah.
But when I was in it, I thought we were gonna RP when I rolled Edgar. Because listen, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I've joked about this with my chat. SolidSinn perma Jed because the Kettlemans became too soft and it was too much lovey-dovey shit going on. That is the true reason.
He died from the mamby-pamby. Too much the mamby-pamby aura just slowly killed him. That was the sickness.
That's what I've been telling chat, and I know deep in my heart that's why. So whenever I rolled Edgar, I thought I'm gonna roll something that's gonna match SolidSinn's energy.
Oh shit,
Snake Williams. So when I knew you were gonna or that we were gonna potentially RP, I thought you were gonna roll a Snake Williams voice. That voice, man, was so iconic, man. Sent a shiver down the spines. And of course, it was Thine, and that's cool. Thine was fucking amazing too. But I thought you were gonna do. I thought you were gonna do a Snake Williams voice.
I've done it again recently, and I have a really, really good character in my back pocket for somebody who needs a master advisor, but we'll see who he gets. I have a really, really good character.
I'll say this, man. I've told people that you have the best voice on the server. Just in RP,
there is many good voices. There's many good voices.
Yeah, I know you're being humble, but I'm just saying there's you. I think you, Moon, and that's about. I think that's the top two for voices. What's good about your gang now with Chad and you, Bud, and Gene, when you run into them, you're like, all right, these are some Wild West outlaws. These are the outlaws of the server.
It feels like that. It feels like that. And that's what I'm trying to bring that feeling back more for me and the RP and the server in general.
When a lot of times like you're RPing on these servers, when you bump into folk, even with my our gang later on, it's a bunch of friends that have got together and they're a gang.
Yeah.
But in the heyday of KG, when Wade was still alive, it was either Verd or Moon bumped into our gang. They're like, oh, these are the real outlaws of the server. These guys right here. We just had that Western aura. And I think most of it was due to you and your voice. So that's what the gang feels like now. Your guys' gang that you're rolling with. It actually feels like some Western outlaws out of a movie.
The Harlan Wicker Gang.
Yeah, there you go. But that Snake Williams voice is so iconic, man. You got to bring that shit back.
I want to bring it back. I want to be that exact same character again, but I just don't know. I don't know if I can bring the voice, but I can't bring the same characters. It just won't feel
You
right.
bring the same kind of feel.
Doesn't feel right.
Brother, it was 10 years ago. No one even remembers the server was 32 slots. We didn't even have a Telegram.
Doesn't matter.
system
Doesn't
back
feel
then.
right for me. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I did Jed 2.0 and I quit him in like fucking 1 month because it was not right. It was not right.
Really? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was Slade. He ran with Waggy for a little bit.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
You remember him, yeah. We did a little bit of stuff and I was like, yeah, nope. This doesn't feel right. I couldn't keep doing it.
All right.
Now it feels justified. It feels justified with Chet.
Also, let me know, guys, if I'm talking too much.
No, not at all. We're like in the time frame that I expected this to go. We do have clips lined up. Peppo, Lenny, and Tully, if you guys want to send some clips. I got mine, was very recently, and it's not really a clip. It's a couple-minute video, but it like I have 2 from Sin. So if you guys want to send some clips to react
Can I
to,
ask?
but
Can I ask Sin a question?
sure.
And Tully, you posted in the Discord. When you perma Jed, did you want Jack to shoot him?
Yeah, I did. I wanted you to shoot me.
Why'd you say no at the last second, man?
Okay, think about it like this. Okay, so man wants to die, right? He's in a situation. He is dying. He wants to die. You think about like an actual human life. This is the deepest. This is exactly why I did this. You think about that situation in real life. At the very last second, you're gonna say no. I don't want to die. And like 90% of human beings are gonna do that. So that was what came out of his mouth. Don't do it.
Oh,
You're actually gonna kill me. Don't do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it wasn't like a OOC regret. Like no way to have more planned.
No. That was
Wow.
what I wanted it to be. So I thought that was amazing.
That night was insane. I still remember like chat was going off. It was a really, really special night of RP. And it was so good. I actually sat down and spent like the whole next day making an edit with your monologue.
Hell yeah. I've seen it. It's so good. So good.
Some of that Snake Williams tone comes through in those moments.
A little bit. Got real deep.
Damn, that is amazing. That makes me feel so much better that it was because that's how I played it in character. But a part of me was worried that you still had more planned and didn't want to die just then and there.
Yeah, I think bringing in like real, like somebody said, human nature. Bringing in real human nature to some of your RP just brings your character to life and turns the immersion on for everyone else just tenfold. That's what I love. That's what I love doing the most.
All right, Lenny, did you want to answer the question?
No, I just wanted to say that kind of leads into that question from chat is what was like your point of view during and after that scene? Sin.
I mean, I would say that's pretty much the answer. That's pretty much the answer for it. Like my point of view on the whole situation that happened.
Yeah.
It was is pretty amazing. Actually, that's probably one of my top RP situations as well there too. I mean, there's too many to say. But that's pretty up there on the top.
For those that don't know, the legendary DiCenzo Kettleman War, that all started because of SolidSinn, by the way.
The fucking you're saying I need purpose, and I'm like, all right, we'll give you some fucking purpose. Let's go find some real quick.
We went out of town, leaving a trail of blood, and it ended up starting a massive war. You had that tendency. You would show up, and then you would get Jack to do some crazy shit, and then you would disappear for a month, or our schedules just wouldn't line up. And it would be a massive, massive, massive mess left to clean up, which was always perfect because it gave content, you know?
But here's the next podcast. It's called Stir the Pot. Things you've done in RP to absolutely stir the pot.
I woke up and went on Wild RP. That's my fucking answer, dude. Zip was the fucking
Immediately stirs the pot.
yeah, like just I. First time I got drunk on Zip, I started a war with the bastards. Pretty much, like I doubled down on it. But if everyone is good with the questions, we could start going through the clips. The first one is Thine, a Thine clip.
So I just think this clip's hilarious, and I have a little bit of behind insight that's kind of funny too.
Do you want to say it after the clip?
Yeah, we'll say it after the clip.
Okay.
Goddamn dead body. Now get off this goddamn horse!
And actually, we need to show the clip of fucking. Never
You
mind.
can die, Tommy. That's what you will do. In the face of me, you will die, Tommy. I promise you that.
Get inside.
He's not dead. He's bleeding.
Just walks away.
Just walks away. This is that's the funny part. I was like MS50 right here, and I was like, shit, I can't even do this right now.
Oh my
I should have been
God.
running around.
He let you stab you. That was cool.
Yeah.
He let you
yeah.
finish the stabbing.
Yep. Then he shot me.
We want to give insight before we move to the next one.
So the funny parts about this is that on Moonstream I was sliding around like crazy, and so was he. They were both glitched. So you see when during that clip I like slide over to him. It was like almost like a lunging knife swing or something. The second funny part is I was like MS50 and I didn't know it. I forgot that I had done that. And you can't run during that. So I was just walking around like a psycho, like, all right, who wants some of this fucking knife? Let's go. Instead of fucking, being in a little rushed moment there.
Dude, it's all the scuff always kills me when I find out
Scuff.
like the other side had scuff.
Yeah.
I
Sucks,
love
but
Dr.
it
Dine's
happens.
voice, by the way. It is so good.
It's one of my favorite voices. That's why
It's so
if I
creepy.
ever perma him, it's got to be in a situation that's a very long-standing one, and somebody's got to fucking do some crazy shit. Other than that, he's just gonna disappear for a little while and keep coming back like a fucking monster in the fucking shadows that you can't get rid of. I love doing that with him as well.
Oh, this is an old one.
I found a couple of Snake Williams clips.
If it's what you sent in the DMs, I got them
Yeah.
loaded, ready to go. So this one is against Sin.
We all ran in and we got.
Yeah, this was Peppo mentioned this arc with
And guess what? When
with
the Taipans
Goldie
came, they was
that
rolling
Jed was a
down from
good
the
part
north.
of, and this was kind of a build up
Like
that was really good when he was like not trusting anyone, which was amazing, very fun.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's Kaniklo, Goldie, Jack, and Wesley.
Yeah, and Wesley, yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, I miss Kaneko too. I haven't.
Same.
we all ran in and we got everyone to
That
leave.
character's still alive.
Yeah.
They're still around.
And guess what? When the Taipans came, they was rolling down from the north. Like where the house was, Jed.
The quick
People are
defense.
watching us.
Quick
You
defense.
fucking
coming
lying,
up.
Goldie.
I was gonna fire too.
Don't you
I was gonna
dare.
fire.
I swear to you, I ain't lying, Jed.
Were you really?
I was gonna fire. If you didn't do that, I was firing
We all
about
ran
2
in
seconds
and
after
we got
later.
everyone to leave.
I think if you were to have my stream,
Guess
I was
what? When the Taipans
I was
came, they
saying
was
that you're
rolling down
gonna
from the
your
north.
I was
watch is
gonna
gonna
fire.
fucking kill her.
I was gonna fire,
where the
but
house
since
was,
you
Jed.
since you did that, it stopped the whole thing. So
Peoples
good.
are watching us.
You fucking lying,
No.
Goldie.
Don't you dare.
Damn.
I
She was
swear
so
to you, I
good
ain't
in this
lying, Jed.
in this arc.
And now Chet is just as hot headed.
He's more. I think he's more. That's what I've tried to do, at least.
You think Chet is more hot-headed?
Yeah, I think so. And if he's not now, then he's gonna progress to be
God.
even hotter.
God.
So this one is literally a couple days ago, but The reason why this one is kind of important for me, I had a different one lined up, but then this happened.
Oh shit.
This is the moment where Zip like finally realized like he was taught by Jack Kettleman. He was taught by the most dangerous quote unquote gang in the West, and then also like Wallaby, and that he wasn't gonna take shit anymore. That he was gonna finally start thinking for himself instead of thinking what Jack would do, or he realized he has no more mentors. Jack's dead. Jack's gone. Mills is gone. Everyone's gone that Zip looked up to. So, yeah, that's the kind of build up to this.
Station just to prove a fucking point. I
So
can have
good.
fucking 100 people here.
You better shut the fucking hell up right now.
I didn't expect this at all.
Shit, all right? I couldn't do
But
it.
you came in there
Goddamn
fucking
thing
hot,
Chet.
and it was
I
like,
couldn't do
Pull
a
the trigger.
goddamn
Chet.
thing about it.
How fast fucking are you,
Wow.
motherfucker?
Both of you,
goddamn
I
stop.
think
box of
earlier
rocks.
this
I
day
couldn't
What
do
are
a
you
damn
doing?
thing
Zip
You guys
about
are
told Millie
crazy.
like he's
Blow
done
your head
taking,
off,
like
partner.
he's done. Like if people are gonna fucking step to Zip, Zip's done. Like
Do it, motherfucker.
I will
Don't.
blow your fucking head off.
Do it.
Stop.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about Millie's loyalty to you or nothing like that. I will
Your father
fucking kill
would've.
you in a heartbeat.
Stop.
Your father
both
would have
of
already
you.
shot
You
me.
fucking made her
Please.
step,
yeah,
bud, and I
stop.
fucking
Millie,
know you did it.
Lenny,
I'm just
did
waiting for a
perfect
good
during this
opportunity
part.
to have
It's
reason to
crazy.
shoot you, you motherfucker. Now you want
I
to tell me
turned
that
it up so much more.
I didn't try to save Bud. I didn't go looking for no one.
dude, stand
Alright,
between
we
the
got
two.
fucking,
Yeah.
we got lost up, all right. It was real bad. We had fucking 12 deputies on our ass, all right. It was
Put
me
your fucking gun
dying.
away and
It
let's
was me
talk,
dying,
because
all right?
I never said that. I never said you,
You don't
didn't
know
go
a
doing
goddamn
for it.
thing, partner.
Listen to me, motherfucker. I never said that you didn't do anything. I'm saying I have the capabilities to do a lot more than you fucking can.
Oh, yeah, is that right? Why? Why is
I
that?
don't know what to do right now.
'Cause
Why
I've
is that,
been
huh?
here
You
for
got
a
whole
long
town
fucking
behind your back,
time.
huh? You
Zip.
got a whole
I have a
town
whole
on your
town.
thumb?
I have the
You got my
fucking
sister
West
on your thumb?
Zip.
under my thumb.
You remind me just like Bill.
Millie,
You
he
are
has 5
fucking just
seconds
like
to put his
Bill.
gun down.
Put your gun down, Chet. Please.
Jane,
5,
Gene, stop.
come on, go ahead.
4,
No.
I fucking dare you. I dare you.
3.
No, stop.
Just
Please.
holster it. Don't do this to your
Please.
fucking sister.
Please, put
She's
it
your
down.
fucking blood.
Put it down.
You gonna have one of your people shoot your fucking sister right now?
They ain't gonna
'Cause she
shoot my
will
goddamn
pull.
sister.
Put it down.
She'll pull and she'll shoot. What's his name? Gene? Millie, tell your brother you'd shoot Gene if Gene
I'd
shot
shoot.
me.
I'd shoot fucking Gene in a heartbeat. Put your
In the
fucking
fucking
gun down.
head. Or kill your fucking sister.
Fucking lighting right here, though.
I never fucking said you didn't do anything about it. I'm just saying I have a lot of fucking contacts in this place. I have a lot of people that respect what I did for the West, and I have a lot more people that respect what I did for the fucking East. I have people that will be here in fucking minutes. I have Daza that would fucking die for me, because he knows I'd die for him. I could teach you and introduce you to these fucking people. Maybe you think you don't need to be taught. Maybe you think that you're a big fucking man that can handle everything yourself. I thought the same fucking thing. Till Jack Kettleman sat me down and told me I was a fucking idiot that was going to get myself killed. And he was absolutely right. So what did he do? He fucking took me under his wing and he taught me what to do. He taught me how to handle situations. He taught me how to fucking talk. And Wallaby taught me how to think. And Alice taught me how to rationalize. And Mills taught me how to shoot a motherfucker down in a second. I have been taught by every famous outlaw, every famous criminal that this crossing's ever fucking seen. I rode for the 2 most dangerous gangs in the East and the fucking West.
You know
I
what?
never told your sister that she can't ride for you. I just told her she has to be fucking careful. Because there is a town that needs her. It isn't just fucking 6 people in a fucking cabin. It's a fucking town that relies on your sister not being Sisica.
You know, one person you weren't taught by. One person you weren't taught by. None of y'all were. You weren't taught by my dad.
He's got a gun.
Get off!
Stop. Put it.
You wanna fuck with me, motherfucker? I've done this to a million fucking people. You want some too, motherfucker? How about you? You wanna pull your fucking gun? Put that shit away, cause I will fucking blow your fucking brains out.
Fucking good.
You're tough now.
Who asked if I was tough now? Motherfucker, I've been tough since you were a fucking little cell in your dad's pecker.
All right.
Yeah, so this was a big shift for Zip. It's what led to what happened in Van Horn. For those that don't know, I won't meta, but yeah.
Oh shit.
No meta. No meta.
It was this moment in this cabin that Zip like kind of realized that he doesn't need like a mentor. So thank you, Sin, for bringing that shit and bringing
That was fire, man. That was
So good.
beautiful. Sin, do you
That
know
was
about the button
fucking
R in a
badass.
fight? You don't know about that, do you?
The what?
You know how to? You don't know about the R button in a fight?
No. We were just going at it. We were going at it. I wasn't. I
I think
wasn't.
you just click.
I was just going at it. Yeah, and
Someone's got to
I'm
teach Sin how
glad.
to do that PvP, man.
I'm glad. I'm glad what happened in this fight because that's what should have happened. That's what should have happened.
That was so damn good. Millie's voice, that was fucking incredible, man.
Thank you.
You
Just the
really sold that
tension,
scene.
man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Especially like the position that Chet is in with his character. Like winning that fight would have been cool, but I think losing it was even better.
It
I think what Chet needs to do now is take his friend at the door who did nothing out back and shoot him.
No, because there's a reason. There's this very specific reason why none of them did anything.
out of
And
respect for Chet and
it's-
giving them the fight, or
It's what we've been saying. It's complicated.
ah.
So there's a reason why they didn't. I mean, it's a really. I mean, you can see it kind of. Some people might already know it, but there's a reason why none of them did anything. There's a reason why we didn't. There's a reason why we fought and we didn't. You know, there's a reason why everything happened the way it did. Yeah. So
I think it was building up to something like that too, just because of what Millie and
was.
Bud and the stabbing and everything at that
yeah.
point.
Oh yeah. That was the main. That was the main focus of the anger.
Right. Yeah, dude, I love that shit. Even if like Zip went down, it's just figuring that shit out, just saying it to himself about what these people have taught me, like taught this character, and fucking using it to, because the way that I look at it, and it 100% is, I think I'm on my last wing of Zip's story. I really don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to repeat arcs. And because he's been around so long that it literally anything I do, it's going to feel like I'm repeating. So like him like kind of harnessing this right before he possibly dies is, I think, beautiful. That it just, if only he learned it sooner, is like the way that I'm thinking about playing the characters. Like if only he fucking realized his potential sooner and didn't have to rely on going to Jack for advice. Because every time Peppo would bring Jack back, Zip would write him and just fucking, Jack, this is happening. What do I do? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Every time Jack came back, it was just Zip was in some fucked up place. Or Mills came back, Zip was in like a fucked up place. And he would just like confide in them because he was like a herbalist.
I think that scene was so good because, I mean, I'm thinking about it now, just kind of reflecting on what the story in the server is. I think Zip is the guy now. He is him. Who has more experience, history, been through more, and know how to navigate more and who has more respect and who kind of done it all, seen it all. Zip's that guy now. There's no, like, if he were to decide to unleash all his effort to take someone down and fight with somebody, raise the banners, as it were, he's that guy now. I think his whole life, he was a giver. He was super giving. He was serving everybody around him. When Jack needed him, he was always there, regardless of what he was been through. I think whenever the East needed him, he was there, did everything. And now all of the people that he was given to, I feel like they've been served and they're gone. Now he realizes, holy shit, I've just been through the wildest journey in the crossing, and there really is nothing left for anybody to teach him. He's that guy now. He's the apex predator.
That's what I tell chat. Like, if you break it down, like he was taught by Mills, the quickest draw in the West, and fucking Jack, the brutal man that ruled the West, that fucking brought the West together, but then also the maniacal Wallaby. Like it's kind of fucking crazy that Zip had those mentors, because I was kind of talking to Lenny about this when we were just playing a different game. Like, when it comes to Zip's story, he's always doubted himself, and he's always felt like he needed that leadership, that pull, that somebody to put him in like the right and arrow. But it's time to draw away from that and create what every character he's ever met has built him to be, and to kind of unleash that on his final showdown with whatever it is. I really can't spoil it, because I know that Sin and Bud probably don't know what's going on, or Tully, but if you would know what happened yesterday, it's pushing more towards exactly what you just said. Like, he is becoming that fucking, he's still indecisive, and he still needs to get his head knocked into place, but he's starting to see that. And I've never wanted to play Zip to be a badass. I never wanted to be the badass outlaw, but I feel like at this time it's time to do that, because I feel like the end is close. And I feel like, I don't know, just to show love to Zip, I feel like he should go out on a high.
Oh yeah. I'm excited to learn things.
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited to. It's hard though, because of I think Zip met Jed once, maybe twice.
Maybe, yeah. I ran into you guys. I was there.
Yeah. It's hard to like tell Millie and Chet like about their father, but Zip could tell him every story that Jack has told him, everything that Jack has taught him, which they rode for the same gang. So I hope that like a old character. I don't know if Pip ran with Jed or not. I don't know that history or not, if that was a thing. But like Zip's trying to get into contact with Kaniklo and these people that were from the past. I think Zip even reached out to Goldie. Like, did you know this guy? Because the person that I'm looking after and trying to teach, that the whole Millie thing is just for Zip to live on past his death. It's someone that finally learned from Zip instead of Zip learning from somebody else. It's me, doing the teaching instead of the learning at this point. But yeah, no. I don't like talking about myself for that long. So we'll move on to the next one. This is from Tully.
Oh
God.
yeah, the context of these clips. You guys were talking about Snake Williams.
Cringe.
And you say cringe?
I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna cringe. Yeah.
And just it's just kind of showing that he's a goddamn menace, and showing off his little snake voice. It's so good, man.
Dude, this is old with this UI.
This is really
yeah.
old.
Now, who might you be?
Snake was on the 32.
Huh?
32.
Now, this spicy one.
My God, that voice.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna replay it with boosting the audio. I don't know if it's quiet for everybody. Dude, Peppo, I have something to show you too, buddy, that you're gonna love.
Now, who might you be, little lady there? Huh?
Me or her?
Now, this spicy one. Oh, yeah.
Okay, come on.
Oh my God. What the
Oh my
fuck?
God. Rat.
I miss Rat. Big Spar.
Yes, Snake Williams.
Oh God,
Dude, this voice.
I know you. Who the hell might this?
I don't know why I have to. Nope, nope. That's what I need to show you, Peppo, later. I'll show you after this.
All right.
Talk about it.
Federal Schmideral.
Sorry, is this the line? For
I'm trying to
the-
be quiet so I
the
can hear
telegram?
the
It's
clip
the
when you
line for
play
you to
it.
get the fuck out of here right now.
No, this is my lawyer.
All right.
I know you. Who the hell might this be?
Oh, sorry. Is this the line for the telegram?
It's the line for you to get the fuck out of here right now.
No, this is my lawyer.
All right.
Why does that voice sound so familiar?
Because that was young Wes. That was not. Actually, it wasn't Wes. It was a Wes's or Grinning's character.
Oh shit.
I don't think it was young Wes. It was just a.
I think it
Reddit
was
character.
French. It was like a French character.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Really quick before we talk about this further, I'm gonna stream this so you don't have to wait for the audio to catch up on stream. Peppo, I know you do movie, like you do the movie. You guys watch movies on your channel?
Yeah.
And so this is an add-on for your extension called Tanami. And what it is you could start a watch party and you just, select the lobby type. So if you're streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Discord, whatever, you just click it and then you pick where you're streaming it from. And you get away with streaming whatever you want with no copyright, no nothing, because it's not through Twitch. You're streaming and you're talking to chat and everyone's watching it. And the way they get away with it is just everyone would need that account. So if you wanted to watch modern movies, you would be able to just click Netflix. It would open up, Netflix. And then you choose whatever movie you want to watch, Disney Plus, HBO. So if you want to do House of Dragons, even if there's, things that Twitch will ban you for, it's not through Twitch at all. It doesn't get past Twitch whatsoever, so you are free to stream whatever you want. And then you just copy this link, and then your viewers, instead of starting a watch party, they just go to join watch party, and then they enter that URL that you just copied and you put in chat, and it would take them to whatever you're streaming. And it's not through Twitch, so it might be something to look at if you want to watch modern
Check it
things.
out. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, we probably won't look at it then because he doesn't watch modern shit at all. Even though there is some shit that I know you would like. Maybe not. I don't fucking know. But there's some fucking good movies out there that you have not seen.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is.
I know you're not all about the explosions and all that shit and all the fancy CGI stuff, but there's some movies out there that's none of that that are amazing.
Yes, I'm sure.
All right, let me.
People told me about them. All the movies I gotta watch. Don't stop hearing about it ever.
What's going on?
I'm looking to see if there was anything else in the script. We did it. We followed the script, guys.
That was awesome, man. That was
We did
awesome. I'm gonna. I don't have a clip, but I'm gonna mention one clip that I find fucking. It's my favorite. It's a meme in my channel. There was a time where Sin again shows up, and where RP is like, all right, we got to do something cool. And there was a train around. It's like, let's rob the train. So it's me, him, and there was a character Sloan, and the three of us. We go to a train robbery, a classic Western train robbery. We get on, and there happens to be a lady operating the train. And at one point, Sin or Jed pulls out a shotgun and tells her, like, put your hands up, get the fuck off the train. But there's a rule that is, like, you can't fuck with the train conductors because if the train conductor leaves, nobody can handle the train. But Sin doesn't know that, He's just being immersive.
I'm just RPing, all right?
Yeah, he was RPing. So she's like, this is she was like, this is a federal offense what you're doing. He said federal schmederal and then blew her to fucking smithereens.
Too bad we don't have the clip.
Oh, it was so good. And then afterwards, we I was like, Jed, you don't get it. Federal offense. He's like, federal, federal. And we were that train just, rumor has that train is still fucking turning with nobody there to stop it.
Dude,
That was
someone
so good.
put federal schmederal in my chat, and I did not know where that came from. And I was like, I know what they're saying. Like, I know.
Federal is code for it's a server rule.
Right.
It's a federal offense.
Right, the noose. The good
right.
old noose threat.
That's right.
But, man, it's been...
Bro, that Snake Williams voice, man, that voice got to come back at some point.
As a little bit. Pocket character.
He had a character that was kind of my my advisor on a character I played, Psy, but I was feeling lost in that RP, so I benched him. And
Who is
I'm
he?
on Bud.
Who is Sai?
Millie's
was-
ex-husband.
Yeah.
The one Jack kept talking about, trying to pinpoint what Sai had to do with the story when she was explained to you about the death of her fake father. You kept focusing on the husband because you thought it was about the husband. You thought all the Jed shit that we were telling you was about Sai. That was who Sai was Millie's husband that left.
By the way, Yellow is saying that you were trying to get information on Jed.
He's a jerk.
I think Jack gave a whole bunch, man. He was just a mean man.
That's the lore I've got.
That was so funny. That was it.
I don't think they understand how mean this Jed was.
That's literally what you kept saying the whole time.
They really don't. They really don't understand how I'm gonna say it. How much of a jerk he was.
Even if you did meet him, he probably would have disowned you and killed you. No.
That's why.
I'm sad that it was kind of rushed from the server restart too. So, but I mean that's understandable.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
yeah.
Like you said, Chet is more hot-headed. That might be true, but I think that Jed Wicker, when like he was in his truest form, was one of the meanest people on the server. Just inside, just like rotten to his core and mean, but super loyal too. But just a mean man. How many people has he sliced and just fucking kicked to the curb?
Now Chet is nicer. He doesn't have a problem with women. You know, he he doesn't have trust issues right now. There's a many things about him, but
Jed was
still pretty hot-headed.
Jed was one of the people that Jack, I think, I always had trouble saying no to, and almost could never say no to. And he did not trust any women. They were all gold digging whores. And he didn't trust any guys either. He literally trusted nobody, man. He was like this protective pit bull Rottweiler type that if you took your eyes off of him, whoever was around him was going down.
Yeah.
I remember there was this character,
amazing.
Kitty. We were like in a war with the Cut, I think, and she pretty much came to Jack, told him the truth that her husband was scheming, trying to kill us, and in doing so, her entire gang and everybody disowned her, and they kicked her to the curb, or we're out to kill her. So now this girl that did us a favor, sacrificed her life to help us out. We're sitting by a camp trying to figure out like how are we gonna protect this person. We turn our back for 1 second. Jed like grabbed her by the fucking collar,
Took her
dragged
out for a fucking conversation in the forest, cut her up,
and chucked her off a bridge, from what I understand. So damn good, man. I'm trying to think about now, like all of the people that Jed or Goldie coming around.
The mine that was brought up about Jed like slicing 15 people up in the mine.
Oh God! In the back shaft.
Backshaft. The funny thing about Jed was too, he had this super serious voice, but sometimes he would say the most out of pocket, ridiculous stuff, and it would just make everybody die laughing.
That's pure comedy, dude. When you say, when it's like it's so serious, but then it's actually funny at the same time.
I love when that shit happens.
We were talking about we needed to do a bank robbery, so we would always RP go into Annesburg to get the dynamite, and there's a back entrance where there's a ladder that goes into the mines everybody knows about. We called it the back shaft. And we were talking about going in the back shaft, and I think Sin did the first like ass joke. So, do you remember what it was?
No.
Going in gloved or
I'll be going to the back shaft when I come.
Something like that. I don't know.
Something
It was
about
so
like
funny,
having
though.
blisters and needing a lube up the ladder. Something along that line. And then we ended up spending like the next 20 minutes doing ass
That also
ass
happened
memes on the back shaft.
with fucking Zip and Pip and Jack and Alice. And we went to the back shaft and everyone kept falling. And we were talking about they lubed the back shaft too much and everyone's just sliding through and kept making
Yeah,
a bunch of jokes.
I think Sin was the catalyst for the butt jokes on the first go around. And when we went in there, we aggroed all the locals, so we ended up killing like 15, 16 people.
Oh my
Yeah, we went through
That's
there
where
and just
the
knifed
meme
them all down.
Yeah, there you go. That's where it came from.
Can I play one of my favorite things from my channel that has to do with the Kettleman Gang?
Yes.
It's a few minutes, Peppo. You'll probably remember this, but dude, this is like Zip joins the Kettleman Gang, and everyone is talking about how dangerous the Kettleman Gang was, and how insane it was, and how dangerous these people are. And then this was one of the adventures that we went on, and it was to catch Sloan.
Oh my God, Sloan. Another one.
All right,
Sloan
Alice,
zone.
we need your expertise.
Sloan zone.
Are there
We
any
would put you in
sounds
the
that
zone.
attract the witch? What do witches like?
Crows, I thought.
Oh my God, are you serious?
We have to lure the witch out if she's over there.
Caca.
No, I just made that. No, I just made that up.
Why?
Kitty? Cats? Don't witches like cats?
Okay.
Meow.
No.
Does anyone have a broomstick?
She said cat, not cow, man. Stop mooing. Why is this cow and cat
Sounds
moving?
like a really fat cat.
Let's hear Pip, you do it.
Meow.
Now that's a cat. Maybe we can do a cat in heat.
Meow.
Meow.
I think there's a cat.
Alice, let's hear your cat. Guys, what if we sing a song and a chorus of cats? I bet she won't be held. She'll be forced to come out in like a hypnosis.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Wait, should we be on key?
I was thinking of a similar song, brother. Okay, let's get closer
That's
so they can
weird.
hear us.
It's just so fucking funny that this is my, like, this was like the first funny moment in the Kettleman Gang that I just was dying laughing. Because this was very early on Zip and KG. What, is it a pack of cats coming to the house?
This was my favorite part of our early Kettleman. We were always going on some ridiculous side quests like this.
Meow.
Meow.
Has anybody here ever been to the symphony?
Mo.
Alice, do the symphony hands and direct us.
No.
Listen. I'll go bass. Mo.
I'll go alto.
That's not alto. Jack,
Can we
meow,
just
meow,
go
the whole thing?
I'm
Let me
going
hear
in.
your alto.
Meow, 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 meow.
So fucking funny, man. We meowed for fucking nothing.
She probably fucking evaporated when she heard we were coming.
How we meowed?
You were talking during the meowing.
Meow.
As soon as we got close, you started talking.
Is there medical supplies in there? She's still staying here.
Imagine someone was in there, dude. Oh my God. They would have been thoroughly. But yeah, that's.
That beard looked good on Zip.
Huh?
That beard looked good on Zip.
I hated them, dude. When everyone's like telling me to put the mustache. Well, not everybody. It's mainly dueling revolvers. keeps telling me to put the mustache back on. I'm like, no, Zip is a beard guy. Did you lower your mic?
I did, man. I heard my
He
voice
did. You
on
don't
there.
learn his shit ton.
He's quiet.
So loud.
You're loud on stream, but you're quiet in my headphones. I won't adjust it if that makes you feel better. See, look at everyone's saying it's too low now. I think you're in your head about it, buddy.
Your voice is great, Peppo.
Sounds
It's
like
okay
he
if
heard his
it's-
voice and like
it's-
hit under the covers.
I know I talk. I'm loud and I talk a lot, so I'm always paranoid.
Now they're all saying you're too loud. I'm turning you up. What?
Well, look, dude, I thank you for having me on. That was a great fucking podcast.
Yeah, dude. Thank you all of you for going in this this ride. The very first. I'm gonna be doing this every
It's a lot of
3
fun.
weeks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys, and I would really like to do some shit again in this format.
Oh yeah.
And with you guys. I think this is like mine and Peppo's 4th podcast together. 3rd or 4th.
Maybe I've lost count of all these podcasts over the years.
I try to do a lot of them just in like downtimes. I really want to start doing it to the people that don't stream so that they could get their, people can learn about their characters that they see so much on other people's streams and they just don't stream it, and they would rather focus on, the role play, but people have questions about their characters. So I
That'd be
kind of
cool.
want to dive into that.
Awesome, man. Falcors, get this man the 7 TTV emotes, okay? Keep pestering him till he installs them all.
I'll do it eventually.
Look,
think this might
I
be
just
my
I
first
added
podcast.
Medak, and he did them all for me. So like, just have Falcors do them for you like that.
Oh, congratulations on your first podcast, Tully.
Wow, you popped my cherry.
First
Thank you.
podcast.
Hey, let's go.
It's technically mine. No, I've been on like one other one.
What was the name? What was the name of the assistant for Thine?
Hugo.
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 Wait.
What happened to Hugo? Remember when we we found those 2 guys on horseback? One of them, I think, was a native, and you hammered his head to pieces. That scene was gold, man. Do you have a clip of that?
Hit him in the head with the hammer.
I don't think I know. Many
Say it,
clips
Tully.
about
Say the hammer.
hit him in the head with a hammer.
Yeah. What's the reference for that character?
Kind of like what was it, Igor or Igor? Igor character.
Yeah.
And
Frankenstein
just,
Igor.
an amalgamation of that, yeah. And
other
Love it,
characters.
man. That guy's
and do you know?
funny.
Have you ever watched Little Shop of Horrors?
No. I know
okay.
that Sin is a big classic horror movie guy.
Question.
I can't remember
We need
the-
this answer to figure it out, or we can save it for RP another time.
Wait, Audrey. Sorry. Audrey has a certain way of saying doctor, and she doctor. It's that's kind of how Hugo goes.
You got a massive range, man. Like this, I want to I know this isn't the theme of the podcast, but before we go, when you roll a character or voices, you got any like advice on voices? The other days, I think Zeus mentioned that there's a phrase that you latch onto.
Yes.
Oh yeah, big
Is
time.
that what
Yep.
Doctor was for?
Yep.
For Igor,
Yes.
what was the character's name?
Hugo.
Yeah, anytime I hop into a character, like for Bud, I just say like shit. Like I
Shit.
can't like I get myself primed and ready for the voice by saying a phrase. Really.
Damn.
I don't know
did not
how many
that.
times. Anytime,
Yeah.
we hop on Thine. How many times I've heard Tully go, Doctor?
I usually just say my character's name.
Jerry Lewis. That's what he reminds me of. He reminds
Yeah,
me
that
of Jerry
too.
Lewis. Yes,
Jerry
thank you.
Lewis.
I love Jerry Lewis. Yes.
Lady.
I think I've told you that before, Tully. Remember I tried
Yeah,
showing you the
That's
movie
what it
Cinderella?
reminds me of.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
you're doing Jerry Lewis, man.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh my god. Now that I'm
What?
seeing the I just looked up Jerry Lewis. I didn't know the name to the face.
Lady. Whenever
you know,
I would say that, it's just a reference to Lewis, Jerry Lewis.
it's I don't know if anybody else does this, but I kind of make my character based on like the voice I kind of want to do. Like I'll just be at like work and I'll just think of like a funny voice and I'll be like, oh, I can make a character around that. Like for Hugo, I just made him look fucking nuts.
Oh yeah, I fucking love Hugo so much.
The whole
Me
reason
too.
I don't play 2 characters is because I can't do voices. And then I played a therapist, the outlaw therapist, and everyone, including Peppo and Pip, thought I was Zip. But Zip was in Sisika, and I went to Marquise's wedding. And it literally like I just couldn't do it. I stopped playing other characters.
I
and
remember
played one
that.
character.
Fuck. I'm cringing now thinking of me messing you up for somebody else.
I'm always scared to do that.
Because the movies, if they don't look like them, just assume they're a different character.
Yeah.
Like there's so many ideas that come to my mind. I just can't play them because I'm very limited on my voices too.
Do some voices.
I could do the deep voice. That's about it. But I mean, like 99% of the server is doing the deep voice.
I want you guys to try the Hugo voice. Do it. Just go, doctor,
doctor, doctor, doctor, doctor.
You see, you could do it. You just have to manipulate. You just have to manipulate your mouth.
Yep.
What you mean?
That's
What do you mean?
Like, so what you do with your tongue and your lips, and then you have manipulation of your mouth, your tongue, and then you have also your ranges, right? So you play around with how high you make your voice, how low you can make your voice, and then what you can do with your mouth to make your voice sound different. And then once you realize what you need to do to make the voice sound different with your mouth, you can stick with that, and then maybe hold your mouth to the side and speak.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how's it going over here? And then you have your mouth's like shooting out of the side, and it brings a completely different tone and feel to the voice because your tongue is moving differently, and your tongue and your mouth, position of your mouth is a big part of the way your voice sounds.
So you have the anchor voice, like doctor, and then you just pay real close attention to where your tongue and stuff is, and then you just keep it there for every other sentence.
Yes, and then once you do that more with that voice, then you can really learn to play around the voice more and get it down.
Holy moly! I also want to ask y'all something. This specifically for Jed or Bud and Sin. I heard a rumor a long time ago that you guys used to RP all the time on GTA, and you guys would get hammered while RPing.
Oh God! Okay.
Can you share some stories and how that went?
There's a clip.
You mean Sin and Tully, not Sin and Bud.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Sin and Tully.
There's a clip of me passed out drunk at the computer, downed on the character, and I'm passed out drunk. And Tully's on his character, fucking shouting out his stream.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm asleep drunk. We used to do that a lot sometimes.
On the last Sam stream, I was getting him drunk and I actually had a cup of whiskey next to me, and I kept sipping on the whiskey while RP and trying to get in character.
It's method acting, and nobody understands it.
I will warn everyone. I'm sure some people already know it, but drunk RP, a certain level of it is like, as long as you're not too drunk, but like drunk RP is like maximizes your immersion.
What do you mean? I'm always super nervous. I might actually get drunk one day, and because I'm a super lightweight and say something that I won't be able to take back.
Well, yeah, you don't want to get wasted, but like, I don't know, you just kind of for me, you fall into character even more, so your immersion is just increased.
That's how I am on shrooms.
Yeah.
When I play on shrooms. Because pretty much every time Zip has done shrooms in character, I do shrooms out of character. And for those, before you start thinking...
What?
Oh, dude, I've done shrooms on Zip probably about 9 times.
Okay, that explains all the Zip decisions.
Oh, dude, 100%. But for those, before you think like I'm admitting to crimes here, it is legal in California to do shrooms. I can order it on an app right now. It's
No,
legal.
you can't. Get out of here. That's bullshit.
You can. 100%.
You can order shrooms on the telephone?
You can, dude. There's a DoorDash for weed.
There's no way you're
I
like
swear to
psilocybin
God.
or
There's a
amanita.
DoorDash
swear
for
to-
weed?
Yeah, there's a DoorDash for weed. One of the sites is called Lifted. It's the one I use. LYFTD.
There is no way you're picking up a fucking landline and getting shrooms
No,
delivered to
Not
your
a
door.
landline, jackass. An app.
There's no way, brother.
Dude, go to your phone, because I know they do your area. Open your
I'm gonna
phone
be
and
on
just
I'm gonna end up being on a fucking FBI list.
just go to Lifted, LIFTD, and it's a full
What?
menu, shrooms, whatever type of shrooms you want. You
Are
can
you
get
talking
shroom
like
edibles.
psilocybin?
What?
Are you talking like actual shrooms or like portobello?
Psychedelic mushrooms.
Portobello.
What are you talking about? Portobello?
What the fuck?
There's no way that they.
Are you talking about like fried on top of a steak? Or what?
There's no way you're getting
Look, look.
like psilocybin. Is that what you're talking about?
No, look.
No, just is it
Psychedelic.
psilocybin?
It's psychedelic shrooms.
I know, but is it?
Yeah, it's psilocybin. That's exactly
I don't know
what
Or
it's
is it
Yeah.
like
that means.
amanita? I mean, or is this some fake mushrooms with
No.
spice in it, like
it's,
legal?
it's real mushrooms. It is real.
There's
organic
no
mushrooms.
way, man.
So the site that I use is this.
Are you? I wouldn't do this right now. Are you allowed
Why?
to talk? Do this? This fucking
It's
mushrooms,
legal.
man. It's
I guess
mushrooms.
this is only
This is crazy.
this is only a phone one, but yeah. So psychedelic. How do you spell psychedelic?
Don't look it up. I take your word. I take your word for it. Don't pull it up.
I can't say I've ever done those on stream. I'd be
He's way too
or
fucking
RPing.
scared to do that.
I could
What
not
is
do
our
that.
world coming to, guys?
So
You could
look
just
at-
order mushrooms on the telephone.
In California, San Francisco, Oakland, Santa Cruz have effectively decriminalized possession of psychedelic mushrooms. Meaning a
But what about
person-
use?
Yeah. You could fully do them. I've talked about it on stream multiple times.
That
Yes,
is
it is true.
crazy. My mind is blown.
So on Halloween last year, I ate an ounce. of
California's
shrooms,
needed something.
Brother,
and
please,
I
man, you're making
was
me so anxious.
fucked up.
Yeah.
I
I'm
was
getting anxious just thinking about it.
I literally had a message in my chat on Halloween telling everybody that I was currently on mushrooms, and in character I told them that I found these random mushrooms. So when Mills, Alice, everyone was riding around having fun on Halloween during the blood moon, I was tripping balls.
This is like after hours, yes, and podcast now.
Yeah, we're in the we're in the
Yeah.
18
We're in the
plus.
Discord call.
I gotta get out of California, guys. They delivering
Same.
mushrooms on a telephone, man. This is crazy.
Hey, you can
Dude.
just pick up any turn dial and call your local operator.
If you're not comfortable with answering, please
411.
don't. But
Do
have
they
you
have?
ever done
do
them?
they have somebody like? Do they have like agents picking up the phone and be like, "Yeah, right there,
Dude, it's not over
one
the
moment,
phone.
sir.
It's an
put
app. It's
you on
like
hold.
DoorDash.
It's a
What's
website.
what's the
It's
hold
DoorDash.
music for mushroom deliveries?
Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads.
This is crazy, man.
It's insane.
What? It's like
It's
that in
insane for you.
Colorado too, right? Apparently, it's like that in Colorado too.
Are you downloading the
I
app
don't
right
know.
now?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, man. That scares me.
You've never done them?
Allegedly, once. Listen, there's two types of people when they do mushrooms or psychedelics. There's the one type that go like, "Whoa, like look at all these cool colors," and then there's the other type where a chasm opens in the ground and fucking Satan comes out of it.
You're like
I'm
a
the second-
philosopher, man. If you did
I'm the
some
second type.
hallucinogenics, you would. I think you would enjoy it.
No, I
all I'm saying.
allegedly might have done it once. They were red amanitas, and I would never do it again, ever. Allegedly.
Blue tails, dude.
Allegedly.
Blue tails are my golden goose. I've never had a bad trip on blue tails. Blue spotted stems, dude.
And that was like
I-
a decade ago.
Oh my god. I have used shrooms. Like, everyone asks me how I am so positive about losing my leg. It's shrooms. It's literally shrooms. because
I could I could respect it, man. That stuff scares me though.
it taught me to like
It is scary.
It brainwashed me to knowing that if there's something that you cannot control, if there's something out of your control, then do not ever don't ever try to fight that. Don't ever, let it affect you negatively. Don't ever let it push you down, because there's nothing you can do. I can't grow my leg back. No matter how hard I try, when I lay down, I can't grow it back. So it's like, why am I dreading it so much? Why am I what am I getting upset for? You get upset for something that hopefully pushes you to change what you're upset about or confront it, right? In one way or another. When you're upset, when you're sad, it's your body telling you to confront whatever's making you do that and try to fix it. Well, when it's can't be fixed, you gotta, you gotta get the fuck over it. And sometimes it's harder for, people. It takes longer for people. Doesn't mean you won't. It's just shrooms taught me that. Shrooms taught me that a long time ago. And it's one of those things that allows me to have such a positive outlook on, losing a limb.
Hell yeah, they do a lot. They do a lot than just make you see things.
Yeah.
Beautifully said, man. Well put. I'm still blown away, man, that you can fucking dial a number and you get an operator.
No.
And there's like a taxi show up. I mean, there's a man, in a trench coat, scuttle to your door. Do they only deliver at midnight?
It's a man in a black sunglasses, black trench. Have you seen The Matrix?
Hey, got your shrooms here, partner.
Yep.
You gotta meet him somewhere. Like, do you meet in an alley? This is so wild to me.
Are you actually asking?
Yeah, just I'm also trying to be a little funny here.
It is DoorDash. it is DoorDash. For
No
those
way,
actually
man.
wondering. They just drop it off at your door and they leave.
They do no contact delivery?
You could do
Really?
no
No contact delivery with you can't. Come on, you can't. You have to show your ID. No way.
Man in a
No.
giant shroom
So
suit
how to
shows
sign
up.
up for the website and to get your
Got your
phone and
shrooms
everything?
here.
You have to take a photo of your ID.
I gotta
and
get out of
stuff like that.
California, man, ASAP. I'm moving to Appalachia. I think that's the move.
Dude, I'm fine. I want to go to
Mountains of
Washington so
Virginia.
bad.
A man in a mushroom suit.
That's what I was laughing at. I just pictured like a big, huge suit walking up with a little baggy, big old smile on his face.
What does a mushroom suit look like? I was thinking that the who's the mushroom character from Super Mario with the hat?
Toad?
Toad.
Toad, yeah.
Toad,
walking up
Toad
with
suit
hat.
walking up. Yeah, that's perfect. In that voice, like, got your mushrooms here.
Man, I can't believe it. What, is it like any type? Is Amanitas there as well?
I don't know what Amanitas is, but
So there was a guru in college in our college who was a mushroom guru. And that was his thing. He was like Terrence McKenna style. He was always going on and on. So I allegedly ended up having an experience and I was relaying it to him. He said, "You took Amanitas? Are you crazy, man? Those cause delirium. What are you doing? No, you needed to do, X, Y, and Z."
Oh shit! So you did
They were the red.
you did
I
the
got
wrong
the
thing.
I got the red and white spotted one, the one that
Truly
all the old
poison
legends
yourself.
are based off of.
Oh, the classic poison one in like every movie.
No, the red and white dot where Santa Claus comes from, and do you guys know about all those theories?
Yeah.
The
I've
Amanitas,
never heard that.
red and white dots, like all the old sacred cults. No,
no.
I don't know. I'm not as deep as
That's
I have
the
a
one
picture
era
of what
as
you're
you.
talking about. I know a little bit about what you're talking about.
the quintessential psychedelic mushroom imagery is a red mushroom with white polka dots on
The
it.
white dots, and those are the ones
Yeah.
that are
Right.
yeah.
All the
Yeah,
cartoon
yeah.
ones, like this Santa Claus theories and a whole bunch of old like myths and whatnot of hallucinations that come from the Amanita.
Yeah, there's a story. There's a story behind them for sure.
Yeah, exactly. The cartoon ones. Yep, Chris the Red Man.
This is the dude that shows up to deliver them.
Yeah, that guy right there. See, Amanita, you see that? That's an Amanita mushroom. The red and white dot.
So you ate the red and white. That's fucked
Allegedly.
up.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I've never
Allegedly.
eaten that. So the most dangerous game I played with this is I had a adventurous heart, and we all quit our jobs, and 8 of us got in an RV, and we rapped, and we sold our CDs to travel in an RV up the West Coast just to go, and we stumbled upon the redwoods of California, north of Santa Cruz, and we met this old man at a gas station, and he was like, "Oh, do you guys want to do some mushrooms?" And I said, "I'm adventurous." And he's like, "Yeah, we have to go find them. They're in the forest. Do you guys want to come with us in the forest?" And I said, yes, and. So I went with them, and it was me and one other person out of the 8 that went with them, and we went and,
Shit.
all across the redwood forest.
Cue the
just
music.
picked up these mushrooms, and we went back and we ate them, and it was the craziest trip of my life.
That's wild, man. I'm at a
You're
point
insane.
where like coffee's the most I'll do, or one beer.
They grow freely out there in the redwood, like the redwood forest in Santa Cruz. They grow freely. Like, no, I don't think anyone's planting them. I don't know. You could buy on Amazon, you could buy like a shroom growing kit.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Tully, where are you from?
Illinois.
Interesting. On a
Illinois.
farm?
Why is that interesting?
I know. I pictured you like more in like Tennessee, Virginia.
What the fuck?
Is that where
Eastern
you thought Sin was from
Kentucky.
too?
Sin?
I'm up near Chicago.
Near Chicago. Interesting. No,
Well,
I don't
you
know why.
do
I
have
maybe
a
it's because they
tang.
played like moonshiners, so I figured they were like moonshiners. IRL.
Oh well, no,
Well-
the thing is I've got a lot of Tully has the same thing too, which he can say as well. But all my family, I have a lot of family, at least not all my family, but I have a lot of family that lives in Georgia, Alabama. So I've had that country background to pull from for this
Oh, yeah.
RP forever. So now that I can do it, it's like I can just snap into one of my family members and there's all the dialect. There's the, then I just add on the character pieces of it. So
I don't think there is a more beautiful landscape in the U.S. than Appalachia.
Oh yeah.
And what's
got a lot of family
crazy
in
is
Kentucky.
land over there is so cheap, man. They selling like 50, 60 acres of the luscious, greenest forest, river, creeks for less than $100,000.
Where's the Appalachians?
So if you go from West Virginia to Virginia through Tennessee and a bit in Kentucky and Arkansas, that area, there's a mountain range.
I saw you doing the heavy research on the land and places to live. Those are cool. Those are really cool places you were looking at. That 650 million thousand acre place, some Dalton Ranch shit. That's
Oh yeah, that's California,
Yeah.
man. That's out here in
Yeah.
Fresno in California. For 6.9 million, you can buy like 3,000 acres, and it's actual
wild.
old outlaw hideouts. Deliverance, French fried. Come on, brother. That's just a psyop, man, to make you not look at some of the most beautiful land ever.
I'd be down, dude. I
Do you guys know the theories?
of.
This is really going rails.
I mean, we're just freestyling now, so if anyone wants to hop out and join our
This
team,
is this is
a
after
Discord
hours
call.
podcast.
This
Well,
now.
look,
is just chilling.
I just want to this is me kind of being silly too, okay? I don't want anyone to freak out and get angry and, call 911 about what I'm about to say. But apparently
Oh, like that, but that does
there's some
happen.
theories. There's some theories that the land in scriptures, when it talks about like Adam and Eve, Noah building the ark, all of that stuff, that was here in the States.
Really?
And the Garden of Eden is in Florida, and Appalachia,
All right, that's bullshit.
all of that place. But it's not though.
There's no
So
way
they-
the Garden of Eden was in Florida. I fucking
tell
hate
you-
that place.
All right, I'll tell you why. They call it, just dig this. Just dig it for fun.
Okay.
You got the Fertile Crescent. Okay? What is a crescent shape?
Moon.
The shape of a moon. What does fertile mean?
Pregnantable.
Exactly. Usually it talks about the earth, soil being fertile. Where do you have fertile soil in a crescent shape where people can be in their underwear year round?
The moon.
Not in the Middle East where it's fucking arid and desert, but from the Yucatan Peninsula all the way to Florida, you got lush, warm temperatures. It's an actual crescent, and it's somewhere where someone like Adam and Eve can be in their loincloths, with a ficus leaf covering their pecker. You then have all the animals that are over there. Now that's the first piece of the theory. The second piece is the building of Noah's Ark. If you look at like the Bible, it talks about the Garden of Eden. It mentions 19 species of plant, specific plant. There's one place on the earth where all 19 species of that plant grow.
Florida.
Till this day. It's by northern Florida. There's a specific, I think by the Appaloosa River, there's a river there. And it says that it was made out of gopher wood. And there's only one place on earth that gopher wood grows. And all of the plants mentioned also grow natively. It's in Florida.
And this says that in the Bible, right? All these things that like.
No, I saw this on a YouTube video.
No, but like the Bible says that the ark was made from gopher wood.
Yes, and then you have this tradition of like Arkansas.
Okay, you're losing me with Arkansas.
No, it says Ark in the States, so it must be true.
So if it says, I think there might be some. I'm
Arkansas,
I have
brother.
a
That's
hook.
it right there. It says it right there in the name.
There's a little hook. The Arkansas just ripped the hook out, but before that. If there's only one, if it says in the Bible it was made from gopher wood, when was the Bible written?
2,000 years ago.
Could it have been, gopher wood somewhere else and it went
Brother,
extinct?
it's just a theory. I don't know. So there's a guy. There's a guy named. Go ahead and say. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say those YouTube deep dives where everything makes sense are fucking interesting as hell.
Dude, may I suggest something? Watch him on shrooms.
Yeah, it's
Bristol, Florida, I believe.
Bristol.
Where's Bristol, Florida?
I can look it up.
Isn't that where like the NASCAR races are?
That's Bristol somewhere else.
Oh, that's a different Bristol.
Is it?
Okay.
No, maybe you're right. I don't know.
Is that where NASCAR is?
Shut up.
Is that where NASCAR is?
Where are you from? Goddamn NASCAR. I'm gonna watch some NASCAR and drink some beer, bud.
Hell yeah!
That's
Hell
where
yeah,
NASCAR is. That Bristol.
Lynn, where are you from?
I'm from Minnesota. Born and raised.
You didn't say it right.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oh yeah, sure, you betcha.
What am I doing?
Yeah, there, bud.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, what?
Yeah.
It is in the northern center of Florida.
NASCAR is the cradle of humanity.
Also, the Mormons also believe. Mormons also believe that. Don't the Mormons also have a tradition where the USA, the states, was because they're like looking for the promised land? Is something like that?
Promised land's underneath the earth. Underneath the earth's crust.
I think I'm at McDonald's.
The promised land is at McDonald's? Is that what you said? Zion! Yeah, there you go, Bonsai. All right, anyway, it's a fun theory, man. It's like, it's a fun stoner theory.
Also,
Tennessee.
where does I don't know where? Oh, it is Tennessee. Yes. Peppo, I need to get something clear, bud, because people have reached out to me concerned.
What's up?
I'm not a Satanist in real life.
Oh, brother. Here we go.
I'm not.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Zip is a Satanist. Well, was a Satanist, but I wasn't. Apparently, you mentioned something on stream about me being a Satanist. And
What?
thinking I
When?
was a Satanist. I don't. When Zip was on some Satanist shit, man.
I don't remember this, man. My memory's shot. I don't remember any of this.
Someone said, I think Peppo thinks you're a real Satanist. And I said, what do you mean? He's like, what is Bud on about with this Satanist shit? He needs to stop. And then I was like, oh, that could just be talking about the character. He's like, no. I think he was talking about you. It could be.
No,
you know,
brother. I don't
be.
remember. I have no. I'm at that age, man, where they say like the mind is a cup of water. At some point, the water fills up the cup, and there's no room for like new knowledge to come in.
Aren't
How
you
old are you now?
younger than us? How old are you?
I'm 35.
When did you turn 35?
February.
Okay, bastard. I'm
what
I'm 35 and on the 7th here.
Oh, of this month.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh shit! Happy early birthday.
Holy moly, man.
It's wild.
Like even before, whenever we were just starting the stream, whenever you told me that you sent me the PDF, I have no recollection of that whatsoever.
That blows my mind. You responded to it. It blows my mind that.
No, I mean, I
that.
probably saw it and said, yeah, I'll look at it and completely forgot.
Shit, me too, man.
Holy moly. How old are
Probably
you,
be the
Tully?
youngest one.
Tully, how old are
29.
you? Damn.
He hasn't breached 30s yet, like us old people.
My memory's been bad since I was 5, though, so I got no excuse.
Tully's 29 with the memory of
Oh my god, his memory is so bad. Oh my
Sin,
god.
man.
Sin, where did you say your family's from? You said Alabama and what?
Georgia. So originally they lived in Ohio, and then a bunch of them then moved down to like the main portion of my mom's side of the family moved down to Georgia and Alabama. So they're and I've got some very, very country hillbilly-ish cousins.
Oh yeah.
They're
Where do
amazing.
they live? Do they live on like a farm? Do they live in the woods?
No, they're just would be the sticks, is what they call
Is
it.
is it swampy?
Live out in the sticks, partner. No, there's lots of tall trees.
Interesting. Do you know
It's
the
like,
state?
it's like
Do you know
it's like living in goddamn tall trees everywhere.
So this is in Georgia?
Yeah, Georgia, Alabama's pretty similar too, because they lived on like the line of Georgia and Alabama for a while.
Do they get alligators over there? Do like alligators just walk around in Alabama and Georgia?
No, not where they're at, no. But yeah, they live like by a pretty big lake. Yeah, it's just a country town stuff.
Do you guys have family in the Appalachian Mountains?
Yeah, I got a couple family members out there. No, I don't fucking got anybody out there.
Well, I'm looking at Google Maps right now. I see Roanoke in Appalachia, so that's probably where Roanoke is based off of in Red Dead.
Dude, have you seen the
Red Dead is
the video of like all the real spots of Red Dead?
No, I haven't.
There's like the town of Armadillo is a real place you could still go to.
No
all
way.
of the map is like a
Yeah.
condensed version of America.
Yeah.
We were looking at a classic movie yesterday, and there was a scene where they were going through the Kettle Canyon in the desert. And I was wondering if Red Dead was based off of that part of the map.
Yeah, I think the canyon is Utah or something else. It like Tully just said, it's like literally all of America crammed into one.
What do you guys think is the most beautiful, just nature-wise, part of the states?
United States?
Yeah,
From
nature-wise.
what we've seen or like in real
Just
life?
from
or
your
just-
life experience, just from your like what you've seen on videos or television, or what you kind of prefer. Is it like the beaches of Florida? Is it like the desert of, I don't know, Nevada? New Mexico? Are we talking Yellowstone? Like what do you guys, lakes up in Michigan?
Mine is Mount Rainier. We went up Mount Rainier and overlooking. Seattle is a big city, but it is so green for being a city. You don't see that in LA. And I think just me seeing green, everything healthy and living, because we don't see that in California, especially where I grew up was Murrieta, California in Riverside County, right next to you, Peppo. And then going from that to where I am now, where it's just, Death Valley, where it's just everything's dead. From what
You
I've
live in
seen
Death
personally.
Valley?
I live just south of Death Valley now. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
By Harrisburg?
Yeah. I live in Ridgecrest. So you go through Ridgecrest to go to Death Valley. Death Valley is like if you could travel through the military base, it'd be like 30 minutes.
Are you on the 190?
The 385, 395. If you take the 15 and in Victorville, you get off the 15 in Victorville and you take the 395 all the way up.
Ridgecrest, that's where you are.
Yeah.
No way, man.
Yeah, dude, it is
What's it like living over there?
horrible. It's we got a warning from our city that so our hospital here, because it's a small town, 15K people, our hospital doesn't have any facilities that are like ortho or immediately surgical, so they helicopter always to either Pasadena or to Bakersfield. And we got a notification from our city that it's going to be too hot to fly helicopters. It's going to be too hot to fly. So
How do you end up in the desert?
So I lived in Murrieta, California. I don't know if you know where that is. It's right off the 15. Do you know Temecula?
These are all places I've heard. I just have to pull them up on a map.
Yeah, so I lived in Murrieta, right next to Temecula, California.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, and
Ooh, that's
there,
south.
I was close to you, man. I was an hour and a half drive from you and Kayson's both. I lived there, but a studio apartment was like $2,200, or for a studio it was $1,800. For like a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom, it's like $2,200, $2,400, because Murrieta got hit with the safest city in the United States 2 years in a row. Yeah, because the police there are privatized. So someone owns the police. The police department is owned by a man. So all the
you live by Fallbrook?
Just south of Fallbrook, yeah. Fallbrook's like a 10-minute drive.
Peppo's got the maps up, the geo maps up.
I've been taking a big interest in geography now because, like, he's talking about it's costing $2,200. For $2,200 a month, you could own like 100 acres in Appalachia.
Yeah, so here in Ridgecrest,
that is crazy to me.
Because it's so hot, you can have a 2-bedroom apartment with a big ass. You can rent a house. You could rent a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom house out here for like $500-$600.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also stream in a room that's like 120 degrees, which is fucking crazy.
Dude, so the highest my temperature has gotten in my room was 139.
Time to move in with fucking Zip, dude. 300 for 500-600 for an entire house.
Yes, but did you not just hear me?
No, I did.
139 degrees in my room.
Fucking hot, dude.
No way. I don't know how.
Peppo, have you ever played GeoGuessr?
Yeah, a few times.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say if you haven't.
Oh my god, you want to do a GeoGuessr match right now?
No. I'm no good.
I've never played ever. I've played the Red Dead one and one.
So you said Mount Rainier is your favorite.
Yeah, just
But
because it's
not-
total
not-
opposite.
Not like, oh, I showed up, I looked at it once, I was in awe of the beauty, and I never want to go back to it again. I mean, just living and being
It's my
in that
dream.
beauty.
It is my
Okay,
dream.
Mount Rainier.
If I had the money, I would move to Washington. I've told chat this millions of times. I'd move to Washington in a heartbeat.
What
I
about-
think it's no rain here, and
What-
there's rain. Sorry.
What about the rest of you guys? What about you, Sin? What about you, Tully, Lynn? Sin, by the way, is posting stuff in the Discord, guys. He's posting a picture of a beautiful lake.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. So there's plenty of
They should be able to see
places.
it. Oh wait, here.
There's plenty of places, probably, that are much better. But stuff that I've experienced myself, that are two of my most favorite just types of settings that I've been to. One is the lake in Alabama. Just fucking, just something about being on the water and you can just look around and you're surrounded by complete water and you can see sunsets like that. And this is on top of a mountain in Colorado. This was absolutely amazing. Seeing shit like that. Yeah, either where I'm at someday when I'm older, I would love to be either right by a lake or on top of a mountain like this. Amazing.
Yeah, dude. It looks gorgeous.
What about you, Tully?
I don't know. I mean, I'm partial to Emerald Isle in North Carolina. I would vacation there a bunch as a kid.
What is Emerald Isle?
It's a place in North Carolina. I don't know much. My memory's terrible, like I said. I
Oh,
was
it's
just
like a
kid,
little
so-
strip. It's a little strip
Yeah.
of. But doesn't this get like completely destroyed by hurricanes every year, where you're underwater and you got to leave the island?
Well, luckily, I was never there for a hurricane. But I would
That
be scared of
looks
that. I would be terrified
gnarly.
of that.
What about you, Linny?
I don't think Minnesota gets enough credit. I'll say that first and foremost. But I did live in Colorado for 3 years of my life, and I don't regret that. I just posted a picture. I took a train up Pikes Peak, and the picture that I'm showing is it's a bunch of it's the four corners that you can see from the top of that mountain. Where they're the four states, like, you know, the four corner states. I forget what the four corner states are even.
Is that like Utah and New Mexico?
Yes.
Yo.
So they pointed that out when we were on the train on the way up there. But I mean, Colorado is beautiful as far as weather and everything, because it'll say it's 90 degrees outside, but there's no humidity. It's like, it feels like it's 70, but I don't know.
Wait, so
My
what
heart-
were you saying about this picture? About the four corners of the states? You could see it in this picture?
Apparently that's what they were telling us, so that's why I took a picture of this. But yeah, this is you're on a train that goes up Pikes Peak. So
This is supposedly 4 different states.
out in the distance there.
Okay.
But I don't know, it's just crazy going up that mountain and seeing like I don't know, that was nuts to me. But I've been going to Colorado my whole life for skiing and stuff, so living out there was awesome. But my heart is definitely in Minnesota, so it's where I stay.
I remember watching. You guys remember that show American Pickers,
Yes.
where the two guys would go and collect garbage out of people's, houses? I just remember them driving to the, like the Appalachia region, and it would just be so green and forested, and they would just go on these roads, and it's like these little communities tucked away. Always seemed like paradise to me, compared to the heat of and the dryness of where I'm at right now in LA.
That dude, I have ended up hating California. Like hating it moving here.
There's
I
a
wanna get
spot
out so bad.
There's a spot by Fresno. It's called Wonder Valley Ranch. And the Dalton gang hid out over there in that area. They were a famous outlaw gang whenever they were hiding from the law and did a jailbreak. Kind of like a Red Dead Redemption style. That area of land is also incredibly beautiful. In any case, all right, I digress.
Holy shit, yeah.
Thank you for having me on the podcast, man.
This looks crazy. Yeah, man. Thank you all for being here, man, and supporting the first one. And
yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you guys had fun. I know you guys, both of you, haven't done a podcast, so I hope Tully, this was a fun one.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for putting this all together. It was a lot of fun.
Of course. I look forward to more.
You know,
with you guys,
I'm definitely down for more. Like, I kind of want to do one myself, but the format of it and all that is up in the air. But hey, you ever need a co-host, just hit me up. Let me know,
dude.
Even if I don't know the people in it or whatever, like, talk about
I'll
some.
tell you
RPG
right
shit,
now,
I'm
Sin
down.
isn't reliable.
Okay.
Damn,
I mean-
how did you? Holy
Yo,
shit.
I'm trying to be
I was
more
second
than
Tully
ever.
on that. I was second Tully on that. Least
I'm trying to
reliable
be more than
out there,
ever. So,
out there.
okay. All right.
Yeah, but I will back Sin up a little bit. Recently, I hope to God, Sin, that you stick to it. But you've been doing so great coming around.
Trying.
I'll be doing it every 3 weeks. So 3 weeks from today will be another one. So if you're interested, man, I'm down. If you want to try it, and we could go over topics and stuff, we'll talk about it. You know.
Yeah.
Not with
I'll talk about
people
it.
watching, but yeah.
Take care, man, and good luck on that final arc if that's what you're gonna do. Zip, Tully, Lynn, and then I'll see you guys later.
Have a good night.
See ya.
Have a good night.
Peppo.
See ya. Yep, I'm gonna take the leave as well here. Yeah, we'll
hungry.
We'll see you guys in some RP soon.
Yes. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully sooner than later.
Like right now, Sin? Right now?
Like right now,
No.
Sin?
Nope.
I just add.
I'm going to get in bed with my wife and cuddle her and watch something and fall asleep and
Aw.
get very, very tired.
All right, man,
How
well,
cute.
it was nice
Yeah.
having you here.
Yeah.
Yep, it was good. Good being here. Definitely thanks for the invite. And yeah, let's talk about some things. If you're down, I'm down. So
Dude, I'm down. I love doing this shit. I love having these podcasts and it being a little bit more structured. I'm not shitting you. If you go to my VODs or my highlights, there's a 7.5 hour podcast.
Holy shit.
And I'm not even kidding. That's literally from start to end of the podcast. There's no breaks
Oh
in
my
between or
gosh.
no games. It's literally just 7 hours of us talking. But
that's very long form.
it is. I mean, this one was probably about 2.5 hours because it started at, it started 3 hours ago, but it took some time for everyone to crawl in. But, 2 hours I feel like is good enough to get 4 or 5 people's opinions on certain things and stuff like that. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm going to be hopping into RP here. So love you guys. Thank you guys for showing
Yeah.
up. And
Enjoy your guys' night.
yeah, you as well, man.
Cheers to the chat. Everyone else. We'll see you guys soon.
Yes, thank you, chat.
Thanks for showing up, guys. All right. Goodbye.
Yes, see
Goodbye.
you.
Damn mamby pambies.
All right. Another one in the bag. Thank you, everyone who showed up. I know a few of you guys are probably from different POVs and stuff like that. Shout out again to everyone that fucking came together today to be part of it. Before you guys go and watch somebody else, we are doing this every 3 weeks. So there will be the Yes and episode 2 coming out in 3 weeks from today. So 3 Sundays. I didn't want to do it bi-weekly because I feel like that's a lot and I want to spread it out. But more than likely, there will be times where you guys are seeing point of views of people that don't stream. That's going to be the goal for next podcast is non-streamers. And you guys could kind of ask questions of characters that you guys don't know because they don't stream and they don't express who they are or what they do or anything like that. I forget what I was doing. But yeah, I am going to go. Oh, that's what I was doing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. We are going straight back into. I'm opening Wild right now for those that want to continue watching Zip. But for those that came for the podcast, thank you again. Love y'all. And I'll see you